Three of you embarked on an adventure the next day to find Poison Vine Tomb, where you encountered a mysterious elven woman who was trying to revive the priest of Zahir who was buried there. Upon fighting her, you didn't kill her, but rather captured her and tied her up and brought her with you. So, after about a day of travel, I'm assuming, a night's rest, camping out, I'm going to make you do this so that she's not dead by the time you get here, that while you were camping out, you did actually heal her just a touch so she wasn't dead by the time you got back. So a group of you are now arriving back at the city of Oakenheart. You are right at the front gates. The gates are open, allowing the path going through the rural farmlands outside of the city to go right into the city. On either side of the gate is a guard, so there are two guards standing there. One of them looks to be a slightly older female elven woman. She has darker wrinkled skin. She looks like she's about in her 40s or 50s. She has black hair with streaks of gray in it. Her hair is slightly graying around the temples. That is pulled into a tight braid on the back of her neck. She is wearing the standard armor of the guards of Oakenheart, which is a full set of plate armor, and the breastplate that she's wearing, over to whereabouts her heart would be, is the symbol of an oak leaf, right on her heart. And she has a hand on the pommel. No. Shut up. She has a hand on the pommel of her blade that's in a sheath on her waist, and the other guard that is standing opposite her is a much younger elven man with slightly tanned skin and rough brown hair, and he's wearing the same armor with the same sword as well. They're both just kind of standing there, keeping the peace, watching over anybody who's coming through the city. And the three of you are walking up through this path, and you've got a woman slung over your shoulder.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
I want to do something before we enter the city.
Okay.
Actually, or I want to ask you a question.
All right. Go ahead.
So what is outside of the city? Outside
of the city?
Yeah.
Like around the gates?
Yeah.
Around the gates of the city are, it's just some rural farmland out there.
Some chickens?
It's kind of where some of the farmers would come out and work. There isn't much, it's just, farmhouses and stuff like that.
Okay. I kind of want to take everyone aside before we reach the gate.
Okay.
Hopefully the guards can't see us when we're this far away.
No, there's no cocaine. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Where did that come
Bullshit.
from?
It's on. You put it in
If you
chat
go to
on Twitch.
www.twitch.tv/ that's the wrong mouse. /origami kitsune.
We're not allowed to look at it.
You're allowed today, bitch.
Alright. Oh wait, into yours. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming.
So at this point, I'm sort of herding everyone to the side of the road.
Oh
yeah, we're all chilling.
Okay,
we're
so
huddled up.
You kind of push them to the side of the path and try to rein them in for a moment.
I got an advertisement.
Congratulations. Okay, what are you saying to them?
Okay. Kawaru, can you set the girl down?
Yeah. She's kind of tied up, so I just kind of like shove her down and like, sit down, bitch.
Oh, that's very helpful.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm going to... Can I do an investigation check to see just how she's feeling at the moment? Is she really scared? Does she look like she's about to run?
That would be insight, I think.
Okay, insight.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Roll an initiative.
Roll, not initiative. If you roll initiative, I'm
Smite this bitch down.
Oh, that's 23. I got a natural 20.
Okay.
Hey!
At this point, she's been with you for maybe a day and a half or so. You guys have been traveling from Poison Vine Tomb all the way back up here. She has her gaze at the ground. She is ashamed and afraid and just not feeling good. She looks a little depressed at the prospect of you guys lugging her all the way back to
She's got this
Oakenhurst.
gash in her back.
Well,
no, we healed her.
We bandaged her.
Yeah, you guys gave her a little bit of healing so she wasn't dead by the time she got here.
Darn.
Of course.
You guys are the people that decided to not kill her. So
I said let's smite the bitch down. No one
Yeah,
wanted to agree
technically
to
I'm
that.
the only one who wanted to save her life.
okay. So
But
what are you doing with that inside check there?
Okay, well she doesn't look like she's about to run. She
Nope.
looks like she doesn't really give a shit about anything right now, so I'm going to untie her.
You're gonna
Okay.
untie her?
Yes.
Okay, but if she moves, she's dead.
Didn't you guys say last time that you were going to
I
Like,
changed
we're
my
gonna
mind
turn
on
her
the way
into
here.
the authorities?
I changed my mind on the way here.
Oh,
On
what
the
do we
way
have
there.
So you're not
I-
going to turn her in?
I mean, if we turn her in, then they're just going to kill her. They're gonna
Yeah.
put her under
That's
arrest.
what I want to do.
Narnar, shut up.
I think I'll agree if she can change her ways and straighten up in life. I
We
think,
can make her
you know,
hold all
let-
of her stuff.
No, I think we can
She's
just
like
leave
Lydia
her
from
alone.
Skyrim.
Oh my god.
Bitch, we all know who was better than Lydia. Dracula.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of having this discussion, the guard, the older woman standing up there near the gate, does kind of see you, just kind of off to the path. She did notice, by the way, that you had a woman slung over your shoulder, and that you are now trying to untie her. And she is going to walk over a little bit. Oi, what are you doing over there?
Damn it.
As I'm standing in front of this tabaxi and this little lady being untied, I turn my paladin crest on my chest and I say, "We're letting go a prisoner. How may I help you?"
A prisoner? Well, are you going to turn her in or just let her go?
She's vowed to change her ways.
Has she?
And
Has she?
on-
This is the DM
and on-
speaking, has she?
Shh.
If she
Shush,
doesn't, she's
DM,
gonna
this
get a
is-
This is
She's gonna
metagaming,
get
DM. She vowed to us to change her ways and adapt a new lifestyle. And through my paladin speaking ways, I feel she will as well.
Okay.
DM.
So she
If
does.
she doesn't, I'll smite this bitch down.
What?
She looks over to the young woman that you have captured, and she sees the snake in the shape of a dagger, like on her robes.
No, we took that from her.
Oh yeah.
Narnar
Yep.
has it.
No, you
Yeah.
took the stuff off the dead body.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Took the
you're
wings
right.
off the
No, we
dead
took her
body.
dagger too.
No,
I
she
wanted to
has
take
the
her clothes,
she has
but I
a
don't think you
symbol.
let me.
A
It's
symbol
a crest.
on.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
her
pretty
clothing.
incriminating.
She has a symbol on her robe that is the
The robe
snake
that's mine.
dagger. The robe that you. Oh my gosh. She is still wearing clothing, and she has the snake in the shape of a dagger on it. It's like, and she pauses for a moment. She's like, well, I suppose if you want to let her go, that'd be fine. However, we do not accept her kind here.
Oh.
You're going to have to take her up to Duskfort. That's where all of the occult religious congregations live. You're going to have to take her up there. We don't accept her kind.
What if she is to drop the cults? Is she able to live and enter your city then?
Unfortunately, we don't
What if I
have
offer you a
any.
bribe?
We don't have any authority over anyone from Duskfort. So whether or not that would happen is completely up to the individuals that live there.
Well,
Okay.
we need to go into this
Hey,
town. Anyways,
unread
to
book.
make
No,
our
just
own.
calm down.
What are you thinking, guys?
Do we want to just go ahead and take her and then come back, or?
No, I do not want to have to go all the way to another town.
How about we just put new clothes on her?
Let's just give her some money and send her on her way.
Yeah,
Money.
yeah. Something
tried
to
to
get
kill
life.
us.
You took all of her money and everything that she owned.
Yes, you took all of her she has no weapons, no money,
Good.
no valuables because we stole the jewels out of her pocket. And I kept them. I could return
I look at
that.
the guard and I ask, hold on. Do you know more of the cults from this other town? Why are they not allowed into this town?
Well, they're the occult, so I suppose you could imagine why, but the individuals living in Duskfort cut ties with Oakenheart rule through a war many, many years ago. We don't have any authority over them anymore.
Alright. Just send her,
All right.
I guess.
How much we giving this lady? Fuck it. Send her on her way.
Piece-
Anyone read the
piece of
Discord
copper.
message?
That's only for you. That's only for you.
What?
Oh, I
Only
didn't
for
realize.
you. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Hold
shit on me then,
well,
guys.
fine then. I gotta fucking rethink.
Is this bitch evil? I didn't sense. Well, no, I sensed a lot of evil coming from this bitch when I
Yeah,
did the
she
thing.
So
She is evil.
Okay, at this point, well, DM, what did we leave with when we left to go do this job?
All of your equipment?
Okay, so we have all of our things,
Yep.
all our belongings with us, okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have to go into the city to finish,
This
to
quest.
finish the
job.
job.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Unless you guys
So-
just want to
so
say
you guys
fuck it
saying,
and keep
so
the
are you
ring.
guys saying this in character? About the job and stuff?
Yes, we
Yeah.
still
Okay.
have to, someone still has to go inside and give the guys rings.
Okay. I have an idea.
Oh damn.
So
this is-
I have an
so she
idea.
hears you guys talking about all of this. Like, well, if you do have business in the city, I suppose we could take her up to the stockade and keep her in a cell there until tomorrow. We do have one of the arcanic advisors to the crown heading up to Fallwitch in the morning. If you'd like to travel with them on that caravan to Duskfort on the way there, I'm sure they would be willing to make a short stop.
I mean, that's better than walking all the way there.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Alright.
All right,
That's
fuck it.
fine.
Let's do that.
I turn to the girl and I say, I'm sorry, but I guess this
Your
is the
fault.
best option we have. You're gonna have to go into the stockades for a while, but then we will take you back to Duskfort.
Yes, that's the name of it.
Okay. I'll write
And
that down.
as soon as she hears that, her eyes just go wide and her skin goes stark pale. But if that's what you guys are gonna do, okay.
Guys, I'm getting not getting a good vibe. out of this lady. Every time we try and take her back, she seems to just get iller and iller, like she's dying because she failed her quest. It's almost as if she's cursed.
She's cursed? I think she's just ashamed that she wasn't able to complete the mission.
Or maybe, we should smite her down because she's cursed.
Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud. She's not cursed. She is legitimately just ashamed of herself and scared to go back home because she doesn't know what's going to happen to her. She's not sick. She's not cursed.
Kill her. Kill her.
You guys are
shut the hell up.
already taking her to the stockades, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guards we're like, all right, here's
We give the guard
guard
permission
lady.
to go ahead and take her.
Okay. So she is going to, the guard is going to usher you guys back up right in front of the gates, like right where the two of them were standing. And she is going to go ahead and look over to the guard that is standing beside her. And she gestures to him. Lockhart over there is going to take you up to the stockades, escort you up there to take her. And then if you have business in the city, there you go. And you might be able to organize transport with some of the guards up in the stockades for tomorrow morning. And there you go. So,
all right.
And you promise, and she won't be harmed while she's at the stockades?
Absolutely not. We have no authority over her. We would never. We allow punishment for those
within the city limits who actually do a crime.
We don't allow punishment for people outside of our jurisdiction.
Okay.
So she will not be harmed at the stockade. And there you go.
One more time, who was it that you said we could get travel with? We could make travel plans with?
You should be able to talk to the head of the guard up in the stockades, and arrange to be part of the transport tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
Good day. And the younger guard kind of startles a moment as soon as he hears his name and looks over to you guys, but comes from his post in front of you, and he is leading the three of you and your prisoner up through the Fallen Leaf District, and you keep going up, and you go through up the stairs into the Greenleaf District and all the way through until you reach the Golden Leaf District, which is where all of the nobles and the royals live. So stepping into the Golden Leaf District is like stepping from one world to another. The Golden Leaf District is opulent, and there are so many fine shops, and there's a fine, beautiful hotel sat near the edge of this district. And the three of you and your prisoner are being led by this guard through the Golden Leaf District, and you get further and further in, closer and closer to the castle. And just as you're about to reach the front gate leading to the castle grounds, the guard takes a sharp left onto another street, and now you're at a large stone building that's kind of set off to the side of the castle. This is the stockade. This is a large stone building you enter in, and there is in the center of this room, in the front room of the building, is a staircase going down, and you figure that's probably where the prison cells are. There are different doorways going off of this main room, and there is a staircase leading upwards as well. The guard leads the three of you and your prisoner up the staircase into a small office, and sitting in the office at the desk is an older elven man with with slender features and pale skin. He's wearing the standard plate armor of the guard, and the golden and the oak leaf on his heart is gold instead of just plain silver like the other pieces of armor that the other guards wear. His other pieces of armor are lined in this gold trimming, and this is the head of the guard. How would you like to proceed?
Just an awkward silence.
Awkward silence followed by dog barking. Yeah.
So who all's in the room with us? The
Okay.
So the girl.
So,
all three of us.
The three of you are standing in this office space. You figure this man is the head of the guard is standing. No, he's sitting behind the desk, facing the door. The three of you are standing in front of the desk. One of you is holding the woman probably by her hands behind her back, and the guard that led you up here is standing off to the side, just kind of watching what's about to happen. He's not Canadian. Stop saying that in chat. Stop. I can see chat.
Why is what?
I can see chat.
I know.
I'm not
That's what
blind.
makes it so great.
Good lord. Oh my dear heavens.
Oh god.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Oh, well, fuck, I don't know. I thought
Go
we were just
paladin,
gonna
man.
just let the guards take her, and we were gonna go finish the job and then go back and get
I
her.
walk up to the head Canadian guard.
Canadian, but okay.
Can you?
As soon as
can
you guys enter
go
the
ahead.
room, he kind of turns to you guys. Might I help you?
Yes. One of your gate guards, I almost said lords, that would have been funny. Gate guards, told us to come up to you in hopes of travel and hopes of watching over this prisoner, so that we can transport them back to their town. What time we
Yes.
do our business for the day.
I suppose that could be arranged. You would have to take her down to the prison cells underneath the stockade for that to happen. However, arranging for you guys to transport with the Arcanic Advisor tomorrow morning would be more than easy. Should be quite simple, actually. If you would like to take her down to the prison cells, I will arrange for someone to escort you guys down there. And then if you have business in the city, you may do so, and then tomorrow morning you may come back and collect your prisoner, and then you will be able to travel with the escort tomorrow.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds good.
What do you guys think?
All right.
Good. Does it
I
sound
love the accent.
sounds
I know.
Canadian?
Good job, DM.
Good job, DM.
Hey, you go DM.
Well, don't get used to it.
I loved it. But yes, thank you. And just leave. Oh, wait. You promise that you won't be hurt.
Oh yeah.
It appears that she's from Duskford, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
we
what
have
we think.
no authority over her. She will not be harmed.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for allowing us to travel with you.
Of course. We can't really do anything with her here, so we might as well. And he nods his head and whistles, and two guards come in and take her by an arm each and kind of gently usher her down to the staircase that was in the main room that goes into the prison cells downstairs.
Okay.
And there you go.
And we're going to leave.
Okay. So, the
Or
three
I'm
of
going
you
to leave.
Okay, so you.
I'm going to leave. Fuck off.
I don't know about you two, but I'm getting out of here.
So on Red Book, you exit out the front door of this of the stockade building, and now you're in the Golden Leaf district, and there are plenty of richer individuals walking around. A few of them kind of give you a dirty look as they're passing by.
I expected that.
Hey, I have
And
gold in
no
my
lie.
ear. Does that count?
What?
I have gold earrings. Does that count?
No,
No.
not really.
Hey, I'm classier than you, fogies.
They kind of give you guys a little bit of a dirty look as you're going through.
Guys, we need to buy some fancy clothes so we get some fancy respect.
Hell no.
I'd love to.
I don't give a shit what they think.
Give me that bow tie for my chainmail.
Oh my god.
Okay. About what time is it?
Yeah.
It is probably later afternoon at this
Okay.
point.
Think-
It's been about maybe a day and a half or so.
You think Butthole's
And
still at his magic shop?
We won't be leaving. We won't be leaving until tomorrow.
Right,
Yeah.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Hey, can we, I guess,
Go
go
get
to
lit?
that shop
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
first stop, and then we can take a look around the city afterwards. Maybe find a place to just crash for the night.
Okay.
Later on.
So-
Same inn that we spent the night in last night. Or
Yeah,
not last
same
night,
one.
but
The
2
night
nights
before,
ago.
yeah. Okay. So you guys are going to make your way over to Needle and Hornet, which is the magic shop owned by Edward Needle. You guys make your way over there. I think it's time to break out the map.
The map.
It's the map!
The map.
It's the map! It's the map! It's the map! It's the map! My bye's still there. Let me delete it.
But you guys make your way over to Needle and Hornet Magic Item Shop, and as soon as you enter, there's a light bell that rings over your head, and the older man who was sitting at the counter before, has lit up in enthusiasm at the three of you arriving back. It's been about a day and a half, 2 days since you left, and he stands up a little straighter. He's still quite short, and he looks to all of you. How were your travels? He says in an enthusiastic voice.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
doing
they were
forward to the
just-
camera.
Well,
They were just great.
it was good. It was good.
There were some unforeseen problems, but we handled them.
I
Are
see.
still
Oh,
process of
I-
handling them.
I'm glad you're perfectly fine. I suppose it's time to give you your reward. That is, if you can produce the items I ask you to obtain.
Yes, I have them right here in my pocket. Take them out of my pocket. But I want to know more about this ring. So, what do you know about it? Just having a look at it here.
And when you put it down on the table, he takes it and between his finger and his thumb, and just kind of looks at it a little bit. Yes, this is a ring of poison resistance. Quite useful. And he sets it back down on the desk.
Well, do you know how it got to be on the priest's hand?
Well,
Why it was in his coffin?
Well, I assume the members of his cult buried him with it.
Okay, I guess.
Can I ask you,
it's
would
just
you
as
be
simple as that.
interested in those robes?
Did you put the robes down on the desk?
Not yet. I thought
And
the robe of the priest. Sorry.
So you're gonna put that on the...
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the desk.
Glory's fucking cracking up over there in the corner.
as soon as you do that, he sees the robes, and he knows that these are probably the robes from the dead body that you guys plundered.
They're nice
And-
priest robes.
They're like covered in bone dust and
No.
stuff.
I cleaned
And
it
he
all.
looks at,
Frayed
I
at the
cleaned it
edges.
off.
he looks at you like you're insane.
It's a joke.
Why would you?
It's a joke.
It's not a joke. He's dead.
And he looks at you with this look on his face, like you should probably get out of his shop, but he's like, whatever. He's completely done at this point. And so is that all?
Hey, don't forget about what about the oh, I look over at under a book in a slight whisper. Do you want to give him that poison, or it's up to you?
Yes, I've already given him both items that he asked
Fuck!
for.
And
I'm not going to
he does.
steal
He
it.
takes the poison, the vial of poison that you put on the desk, and kind of puts it on the shelf under the counter.
Oh.
And the
Sorry,
things
can I
that look
ask
pretty.
Can I ask you something, actually?
Yeah, yes.
So I take the dagger, that I found in the dungeon, and I put it on the table.
The one that we
Is
took
this
from the
worth
girl.
anything? Or can you tell me its
And
value?
He
The dagger of Zahir?
yes.
Zahaminar.
He takes it in both hands and examines it for a moment. Oh dear. No one outside of the cult of Zahir has these. This is a dagger of Zahir. All of the cult members owned one. I would say 10 gold would be
Okay.
the appraisal for this.
Alright.
Yeah, I was just curious, but thank you. I didn't really know anything behind it.
Are you
I
going
would,
to sell it to him?
No, I'm not
Narnar?
going to sell it. I was just wondering.
Okay.
You fucking loot. No, I'm kidding.
So what else do you buy and sell here? Is it just magical items and
Magical items and weapons.
weapons? Okay.
Did you say weapons?
Yes, I did.
Oh no! Oh! Oh!
Oh,
I
I'm sorry,
see.
my friend's like on crack.
Oh no.
Now I see where this is going.
Oh dear.
Go on.
Please, I'm intrigued about your weapons.
It's a shame.
You have to calm down first.
It's a shame I don't have the guide for all the magical weapons open.
Oh no, you don't have it prepared. Oh no.
No, I don't, because I haven't like. If you want to look for something specific, I can probably improv for you. But
Fuck, I don't even have anything open
Right.
either. So
I know what he's looking for. He's looking for what we talked about in the Discord a few days ago.
oh yeah, okay.
What's he
Well,
looking
do you
for?
want to ask him about that?
hey,
Oh.
shop guy, Mr. Needle.
Yes.
Do you have any magical? What the fuck have I got? Long swords.
Oh yes, plenty of them actually. And he comes from behind the counter, and
Yes.
oh dear, he left behind something. He comes.
Not.
He comes from behind, from behind the counter
I got it.
over to you.
Oh my god.
Oh
Over to
jeez.
where? Oh.
Over to
So-
you. And,
Yes.
and ushers you to follow him, and he walks around these display cases and shelves over here to come to this area. So if you want to follow him over there, just go through the.
Well, I went around it like a normal person. That's cool.
I know I'm talking to.
Narnar,
Yeah.
who just leaped over everything.
Yeah. And he unlocks the display case that's right there before you and pulls up the glass, and Inside is this magnificent long sword composed of silver. It's shining too. There's a slight glow to it as well, and there's a bit of gold on the pommel of the blade. This is Sword of Light.
Holy shit. Is it holy in any manner? I see it's composed of silver, and I assume that this does extra damage to certain unholy creatures. Am I wrong or right?
Oh, well, this
Trying
is a sword blessed by the power of Pelor, the Dawn Father.
Oh my god.
So it does have a bit of holy blessing to it.
How much would you like for this amazingly crafted sword? And does it have a
this
name?
would run... Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, I have a price chart here. Give me a moment.
No, you don't. No, you
Yes, I
don't.
do.
Damn it.
Shut up, you're made of money.
Damn it.
This would run about 20 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
It's not bad.
No, not at all.
I'll take 5.
There's only one of them.
I know.
For a
What is the
blessed
name of this
glowing
sword? I assume you can make it up. I don't really.
This crap up.
You can make it up as much as you
Name
want.
it
I don't.
The Sword of Fairy Pierre.
No.
No.
No. This is the Blade of Pelor. Fairly simple name, I suppose, but
I'll take this sword of Pylor? Is that how you said it? How did you say it?
Pelor.
Pelor.
Paylor?
Hitler?
Pelor?
Oh,
Hitler?
Helor.
No,
Oh,
Pe-
you idiot.
Oh my gosh.
Hitler.
With a P.
Hold
With
on.
a P. Heller.
I had to actually make sure
Pelor.
that's actually a deity in the... I just kind of... I know the name from something else. Yeah,
There.
okay, yeah.
Pelor.
It's Pelor.
E at the end.
It's Pelor.
That's what I said. Look, it's in chat.
Helor.
And it's in the D&D Roll20 chat.
Oh, yeah. P. Yeah. Okay. I would love to use the sword for the greater good of the gods and smite down any evil.
Ah, yes, noble ambitions, I see. And he takes both of his hands and carefully lifts the sword from the display case and takes it and walks over to the counter with it and sets it down before going over to this one right here. And there's the sword right there. And he goes under the counter and pulls out a sheath for it as well and sets it on the counter as well.
Oh, tell me about the sheath. I want to hear about this. I want to know about my new baby.
Okay, so you pay the man the gold for the sword,
Yes.
and take it from the counter, put it in its sheath, and now you have the Sword of Pelor. I'm gonna have to come up with stats for that later, but there you go. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory. And he nods to you, and he looks ecstatic. He's very excited that someone just bought something from him. You figure that maybe he doesn't get a lot of coming in here that much, other than people that do jobs for him. And he says, "Pleasure doing business with you," with his wide smile on his face. Okay, how would you like to
Sir?
proceed?
I believe you owe us a reward.
Yes. And he turns around to the table behind the counter and pulls out this small chest from under it and sets it down and sifts through some pouches, and you hear the clinking of coins in there. And he pulls out a pouch and turns back around and just drops it on the desk in front of you. That should be it.
Thank you very much.
Just a few more questions. Do you know anything else about this occult that worships the priest of Zahir?
No. Not worships the priest of Zahir, my dear. Zahir is the god of poison.
I see.
Many of the occult religions find their congregations up in Duskfort. They were persecuted for their religion and cut ties with Oakenheart many years ago. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pick up this bag of gold so we can...
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Distribute
the
it later.
information.
Okay.
Thank you for
and
the new sword, Mr. Neal.
You're welcome. Edward is
thank you so
fine, by
much.
the way.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Edward, for this dope ass sword. I sheath it very heroically.
Okay. Alright, how would you like to proceed?
Just walk out the door.
We're good.
Walk out the door.
Wave
Okay,
goodbye.
so the three of you walk out the door. He's waving as you exit well, with this dopey grin on his face. So, what are you guys doing now?
You guys want to grab a hotel? Go night-night?
Yeah.
You guys want to go to a pub? Go get some drinky drews? You guys want to check out my new ass sword?
Drinky Drews.
Let's go
Drinky
to
drews or the new ass sword?
Go to the inn
Why
where
don't
we
we go to
met.
that really nice hotel and treat ourselves?
The really nice
Ooh.
hotel?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna spit on us,
So-
but then I'll smite a fucker down with my new silver sword. I will cut a bitch!
Okay, so you guys are gonna go up to the...
Excuse me. I don't feel comfortable there. I think I'm gonna go back to the other inn.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Never mind.
so the three of you are gonna go back to Screaming
Well, it
Hearth?
doesn't have to be the three of us. They can go up to the
Okay,
really
so
fancy
you're
inn.
gonna
I'm
separate...
going back to the Thieves
We
Guild
need to
inn.
stick as a
Oh
team.
dear. Well, we're gonna have to switch to a different screen to do this because we're splitting the party.
No,
So
we're just gonna go.
okay.
Sorry, Waru, but I don't feel comfortable there, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
fine.
go back
Okay, so
to
you-
the Thieves Guild inn.
Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Because we have so all three of you are going back
Yeah.
to the
Yes.
Thieves
Yeah,
Guild
fuck it,
Inn, to
'cause-
Screaming Hearth. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go back
So,
to Scream. Fuck it.
the three of you enter in through the Screaming Hearth Inn's doors once more. And if you want to approach the
Sure.
barkeep,
I'm gonna
I'll
grab
buy
a
a drink.
Yeah, drinking
Okay.
too. I'm gonna
Another
actually
drink.
go get something to drink, so I'll be right back.
So, good sir, how much for a drink?
2 copper.
Okay, 2 copper it is. Hand over 2 copper.
Okay. And he takes a cup from under the counter and goes back into the back room, right off next to the bar. Hold on. Let me show you that door actually. That door right there goes off into this room right here, and stays in there for a moment and then comes back with a cup of ale and sets it down right in front of you.
Fuck yes. Can I get a cup of that too?
Me too. Go ahead and put 2 copper on the counter.
Okay, and he takes 2 more cups from under the counter and goes back there and fills them and sets them in front of you guys as well.
Cheers.
Cheers. I chip a silver
Alright.
piece because I don't have any copper. I don't think.
Can you
Oh,
get one
actually, Narnar.
Yeah,
You guys
I
should
have no
probably do
silver.
this while you guys are sitting here. There's gold and copper and silver in that bag that he
Yes,
gave.
yes. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
No, I was
Okay,
just gonna
so-
keep it for myself.
I will fucking smite you down with this new sword.
Okay,
And
so
then resurrect you.
how much is in here, DM?
It's in the journal, actually.
Journal. The journal.
It's in the journal, dickbag.
I'm
God.
trying to find the journal.
40
Oh my
copper,
God.
20 silver, and 10 gold.
Okay.
40
So
copper.
who wants to do quick math?
Oh God.
Quick math.
Math.
Alright.
Actually, there's a thing there's a place in the player's handbook that tells you how much each is worth. And it's very confusing.
We should each get 13 gold pieces, or I'm sorry, 13 copper pieces.
Okay. Oh yeah, we can just split up copper and silver.
13.
So 13.
We can play rock paper scissors for whoever gets the like one extra.
Y'all can take it.
Hang on, let me do math.
We each get 6 silver pieces.
Okay, so you guys add that to your stuff. And so that
as
means
for the
that means you can actually pay for the drink now. 'Cause you have
and we
copper.
each get 3 gold.
That was 13 copper, 6 silver, and 3 gold. Correct?
Alright, guys. I got an idea.
Yes.
How about that extra piece? Why don't we keep it in this bag? And so every
In-
single time we go and do missions, we'll just put it in this bag. The extra piece gets in the bag. And so at the very end, you know, when we need more money, we can split that bag up.
I was thinking maybe we just give it to the lady so that she can start her life.
Okay.
But
that works.
I think she's gonna need more than 1 gold, but
well, I mean, you
Sure,
know,
would help.
it's. I
No,
mean,
I was talking about one
oh my
copper.
goodness. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's
Joking.
like 1 copper, 1 silver, and 1 gold. There's one of each, so we'll all have to throw in just a couple other pieces, but you know, it'll still help.
okay.
So I put down my 2 pieces of copper, and pick up my mug.
Okay.
I'm like,
Tasty.
So you guys drink heartily. How would you like to proceed?
Sir, do
Go
you
ahead.
have any rooms available?
nice,
Yes.
good start.
I will go ahead and take one for the night.
Me too.
Okay.
Same.
And actually, I know that this is completely retconning the whole thing, but I am actually going to decrease the price because you guys didn't have the right currency to.
Yeah, and I'm not paying another bunch of silver.
Yeah, I
another
know.
2 silver for this.
That's
fucking
why. I know you guys don't want to pay. So it would be 5 copper.
5 copper.
Alright.
Okay.
Copper,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
and
Hand
put
it
5
over.
copper down on the table.
Okay. He collects the money from you guys, goes under the counter, pulls out the keys, and hands them to you. And do I
Alright.
need to hide the rooms again, or are you guys just gonna go for the same rooms?
Yeah, we're just
Same
gonna go for the
rooms.
same rooms.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I
Oh,
think
Is
it
there a
was
reason
you.
you're hiding the rooms, DM?
No, not really.
Okay.
Show
It's
us
just
all the
kind of-
rooms.
I want to see it all.
I can show you all of them. Just-
Show me the rooms.
Or could I go upstairs and snoop around a little bit just to? Are there any hidden doors?
Investigation
No.
check.
No.
There are no hidden doors.
Oh, there is a bathhouse though.
Yes, there
bathhouse?
is. There are baths.
Where?
Guys,
Ooh.
Down the
I'm taking a
hallway.
bath. Fuck all this.
Can it be like a
Splish
hot
splash, I was taking
Yeah,
a
it's a-
bath.
Taking a
Blah,
bath.
blah, blah, blah.
It's like warm. It's like warm water and stuff. You can take a bath in there. And there's a
Okay, well,
table
While they're
Right here
doing that,
to keep your belongings. Okay, so
Let me put my belongings over here.
and the two of you go and clean off in the in the tubs up there, and unread book. As you are quietly settling in for the night, you hear them singing in the bathroom. Because your bed is like right next to that wall. You hear them just jovial. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna roll over and start banging on the wall. So if they can hear me.
So the two of you hear this really in a muffled manner
Housekeeping.
come from the room next to the baths that you're in.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Okay,
Some of
so
thoughts. I wonder who wrote that.
How would you like to proceed?
yeah.
Squish and splashing, man.
Okay, well, you're not gonna stay in there all night, are you?
I might.
I'm kind of asking, what would you guys like to do before you go to bed for the night?
I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna do what I did last night, just set up my armor. Hey,
Okay.
that's not fair.
I'm gonna come over here and grab my stuff. And I'm gonna go into this room because there's stuff on the table.
Okay.
What's on the
well,
table?
it's just like, you know, like the dumb stationery you'd see in like a regular old hotel.
Yeah.
It's that. It's
Yes.
like paper and a crappy quill and
It's like-
pot.
I was gonna say it's like all the shitty amenities that every room should
Yeah.
have, but this one's
Yeah,
the only room
exactly.
that actually got
There's a
it
Holy Bible.
because everyone else hoarded their shit and took it with them.
Holy Bible. There's no
You know
Bible.
how they have Bibles in like every
Yeah,
hotel?
I know. But in a
I'm
world
gonna-
of multiple religions, there'd probably be about 17
8
Bibles
trillion
in there.
fucking
Or
Bibles
true.
laying there.
There's a bookshelf. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here and put my stuff down.
Okay.
And I guess get in bed.
I'm gonna dry off because I'm not a senseless animal walking around soaking wet, and then I'm gonna go to this room here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna prepare my typical. I don't even remember what spells it was at this point,
Well, you
but
do
I'm
that
gonna.
after you get up in the morning. But okay.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to have a long rest, and then you can prepare more spells.
All right.
You can do that
well,
while you're doing rest, which is the thing. But it doesn't really matter because you guys just take a long rest. You guys regain everything that you might have lost, though I don't think you did because you gained everything back by the time you got back to the city. So the night passes with relative peace. There's still a bit of noise coming from downstairs. You figure there are quite a few drunkards downstairs having a party. But the night passes with relative peace, and the three of you wake up bright and early in the morning.
Hey guys, I have a story. Can I tell the story from last night real fast? It correlates to
I guess we're gonna pause the campaign and let him tell this story.
So last night I got done working hockey and we went to Waffle House at like 4 in the morning. And so there's this dude sitting here, and, like he walks in, and I mean this dude is like cracked out, like he's got no teeth, and he looks like an old hobo. And he like, we're sitting there, and like I get up to go pay, and he like goes to like fist bump me, so I'm like, yeah, like fist bump him. And then he looks over at me and my cousin, he's like, y'all wanna smoke a bowl? And he has like no teeth, and I was like, ew, no. But there's the other dude, and he literally like, he was so drunk he couldn't even stand up. And his glasses like were on the floor, and like the lady had to literally kick him out, and then was like, oh man, your glasses, and like had to go out there and give him his glasses. Like, it was not good. It's funny.
Okay. So
Get that.
Okay,
You
so
spelled
I'm
gross
gonna-
wrong.
I
I'm
know.
gonna get up and take a bath.
All right.
Now.
Now that our
Poisoned the
dragon flakes aren't in there anymore.
water. Dragon flakes.
Dragon
Why
flakes.
is one bathtub brighter than the other?
Because one's
it was
cold
a problem
water,
with
one's hot
the
water.
map thing that I used.
Uh-huh.
It kind of had an
Sure.
issue with itself.
It's because his flakes are in it.
Yeah, that's it. Sure. That's the dirty one.
I'm gonna gather all my things and begin to sheath my. Well, actually, I'm gonna admire my sword and see if I can atone to it to see if it gives me extra powers. So I'm going to study this sword and sheath.
Okay.
The tabaxi bays.
Hold on. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted.
I'm gonna grab my stuff. Oh.
Maybe. Okay, so Quaro, as you're studying the blade, you look down the sheath that it came with, and on the sheath near the base of the blade is a sun-like symbol.
Holy shit.
And you're make a religion check.
Religion check. What is that? Just roll a d20, I assume?
And
Yes, that's religion is a skill. It should be in your skills column.
What
And
if I told
apply
you I'd...
intelligence. What?
What if I told you I didn't choose religion as one of my skills?
Oh, well, that's ironic.
Well, that just means that you're not proficient in it.
Okay.
So
you still have to make a roll on it. It's just not a proficient skill of yours.
Oh. So, it's a roll plus what at that point then?
Intelligence modifier.
Rolled a 13, 14, 15 then.
Okay. So as you're looking at this blade, you recognize the mark of Palor, the Dawn Father.
Oh, shit.
This is his religious symbol that is blazoned on this sheath. So you're a cleric, no, paladin of Bahamut, right?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Whatever doesn't get me thrown in jail after this YouTube video goes up. Oh, what was that? What was that noise?
What was it?
Oh, Bahamut.
Yeah, he's
What?
the
Oh, the chat.
he's the lawful good like god that looks like a dragon.
Oh,
I think you said
okay.
that you were gonna be a paladin of
Fuck you.
banana nut.
I'm a paladin of banana nut. Mm.
Banana na.
Shit.
Banana na.
Well, that's going in the highlight reel.
Banana.
Fucking Christ.
Anyways,
Banana na.
and oh jeez.
Oh shit.
Can we get going?
Yeah, go.
Tyler,
I got all my stuff.
Yeah.
what spells are you preparing?
I'm gonna bang on the wall.
Bang on the wall.
Just like she did to us last night.
Okay,
It's,
Unread, you hear this on the other side of the wall, right in front of you.
I just ignore him.
Okay.
I'm actually done with my bath by now.
Okay.
You
okay.
what?
So.
So I'm just drying off. Gathering my things, got my armor on.
Okay.
What? Let's see here. What did we agree last time? It was. I want to do.
Before I had anchor arms,
You
now
wrote
I'm
it
a
down.
jerk and everyone loves me.
You wrote it down.
Hold on. Where my friends came over, they like scribbled all throughout my notebook, so I don't know where the fuck it's at. Which is where it's gonna suck.
Also, where's that?
Oh, Divine Sense, I believe. And
No, divine sense you have. It's an
oh,
ability.
fuck me then. I don't remember my spells.
I told you to write down, like, beside each thing, whether it's an ability or whether it takes up a spell slot, and you have to prepare it.
Listen, it's been a week since we done this.
Okay, let me find...
Divine Smite, and then it was Divine Favor.
Okay.
Because Divine Smite used a spell slot, and Divine Favor we condoled that I can only do it once per, like,
But you
short
don't
rest
have
or
to
some shit.
prepare Divine Smite.
Fuck my face, then!
You can
Hold
prepare
on.
3 spells.
Let me go to the pin thing that was...
Yeah, look at all the description. Look at the descriptions of the spells, and I'm gonna...
How to become unstoppable. Oh no, that was the unstoppable bit with axes. Fuck. There's my chicken video thing.
It should be at the bottom.
Chicken video thing.
What, a pinned messages?
Yeah. Pretty sure she pinned it.
She pinned it, but I don't remember.
Go to pinned and...
No.
No,
I'll,
at the top.
Here now. No, the humanoid machine of hand-throwed axes is what's at the top for me.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, where'd you
I'm
put
so-
it, Origami?
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Did you not pin it? I thought she pinned it.
I thought she did too, so I was like, where's that?
Hold on. Let me see.
Man, you know them spells I thought I had written down? Hold on. God damn it.
You thought. Oh, man.
I'm going to be
Yeah, I don't
looking
see
at
it.
your
I don't
class.
see it pinned.
Oh no. Okay, well someone's got to scroll up and find it.
Scroll up what?
Scrolling,
Or
scrolling,
Origami,
scrolling.
send
Did
another...
Got it.
Oh, there it is.
you
Okay.
find it?
Wait, no. Divine Smite. Okay. Divine Sense is an ability. Divine
hold on.
Smite is an
Hey.
ability. You have it. It's not a
Uh.
spell that you have to prepare. But
Sorry
in order
about this,
to
everyone.
Hey,
but in order
guess
to
who wasn't ready?
actually use Divine Smite, you have to expend 1 Paladin spell slot.
It's supposed to be a downtime episode. Yet here we are.
Sorry.
This is a downtime episode, so we're probably not going to need any of it.
Yeah.
Unless
So-
unless you plan to have us be randomly attacked by raiders or something.
No, I don't have that much effort in me. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Then figure it out later. You can write
Yeah.
it down later, or I'll
I'll
write
write-
it down for you.
That sounds even better. 'Cause I'm...
I'll make a list
I
after
think-
this is over.
Alright, so let's just continue then. If I don't need it.
so-
When I need it,
Alright,
then I'll be like,
so-
alright.
Since this is a downtime episode, instead of wearing my armor, I'm wearing my normal traveler's clothes.
Okay, so all of you are gonna go downstairs. Is there anything you want to do before you have to go up to collect your prisoner for escort?
I've reapplied the face paint.
Okay.
I high
I'm
five
going
everybody in the
to,
hallway, and I'm like, yeah.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning. No, I'm kidding.
Damn! I'm powerful!
I'm joking, of course.
Oh shit! What time we gotta leave?
Actually, I didn't say, but
Let's
now.
assume
Just-
it's now.
it's
so
like
so
just after sunrise. Sure, why not?
just after sunrise. Okay.
Yeah.
And is that when we're leaving, or that's what time it is now?
That's when you're leaving.
Just after sunrise. So it's fucking dark out right now.
Just a little bit, yeah. So if you were to go
Um,
outside, like look out a window or something like that,
Does this place offer any breakfast?
yes it does.
Ooh, shit, yes.
Let's go down here. Let's
Excuse me,
ask
what's on
the
the house?
barkeep. Yeah, what's for breakfast?
We have a selection of eggs and other meats.
Did you say meat?
I'll take some eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon, okay.
Find
Find a seat.
I was gonna find an empty table, but they all seem to be taken.
Well, there's this one.
There's a line in
There's
it.
a pink
It's only-
line there.
That, all
Is
right.
that a person?
I'm gonna be in the middle, so I like.
It could just
block
be
everyone's
a mistake. I don't know.
Be right here.
Okay, fine. I'll sit in the middle.
Okay, so
I'm the smaller of all three.
you guys get your
We're
get your.
squished onto
your
this one
breakfast.
table.
By the way, that was 1 gold. No, not 1 gold.
Holy
God.
shit!
No. It was one copper for each meal.
Okay.
Oh,
So you give a copper.
the food's cheaper than the drink here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right?
Okay.
It tells me that it's
so-
not gonna
Oh, I'm
taste
not gonna
good.
You
Complain.
each give the man 1 copper, and he goes back into this back room. You figure maybe it's where he keeps all the food stuff and all that.
It's
Goes back and comes back with plates of eggs and bacon for 3 of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the shit.
Was that yawn fake or real?
It's real. Real.
Wow, it
But
sounded
it
so
works really well
convincing.
for role playing.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and scarf it down.
Okay.
Yep, me too.
I'm gonna take my time because I don't want indigestion.
Okay, so you guys each take your own allotted time to to eat. Cora, you're the last one to finish. Those
All right.
those 2 hooligans next to you just devoured everything like a vacuum cleaner.
Fucking
bacon,
vacuum
man.
cleaning fool. Yeah,
And,
but damn.
Eggs.
And you finish, and how do you want to go about your day
Also,
now?
can I just mention that was wonderful, Quaru, how when you told the guard that the woman that was with us had actually sworn to be good, you didn't have to make a deception check. When you
Everything
told the guard.
everything the paladin says is a promise. If you think the paladin's lying, it's like a spit in the face, and I will smite you down for it.
Yeah, sure, let's
You
go with
were
that.
lying.
It actually is true though. That's a real. It's like everything a paladin says is sworn to be true because if they lie, they're going against
The
their own
legends are
religion.
true.
Legends
But you
are
did
true.
lie.
In
That's
the
fine.
early
You didn't
days.
swear anything to us or anyone.
That's fine. I could sense
Okay,
it.
you know what? Well,
Alright.
Just a note for the
Let's
DM.
leave.
yeah. Okay, so
I just happened to notice. But I also
Yeah.
didn't want to say anything because I didn't want. I really wanted to get into the city, and I didn't want to kill the girl
Look,
at the time.
okay,
if
so
they were gonna kill the girl,
so you guys are
kill them.
gonna
Leave.
Really?
go.
Why not?
Quaru, can we talk about what you just said? You said
What?
if they were going to kill the girl, you would have killed them?
Oh Lord, have mercy! That's like killing somebody in Whiterun. What are you? Still not a
Like killing
door.
a-
Not only that, but Quaru's the one who said, let's just kill her. She's evil. I'm gonna kill her. And I'm the one who had to save the girl's life. But
I don't know
now
what you're talking about.
he just said, if the
What?
guards killed the girl, then I would have had to kill the guards.
That's a bad decision. So that's still not a door. Still a window.
I
Still a window,
have yet-
guys.
This way.
That's still a window. So,
I still have yet to roll my dice yet today, and I'm feeling anxious.
okay. So the 3 of you walk back up to the Golden Leaf
Roll for
District.
initiative.
No, we're not rolling for initiative.
Can we please? Can there be just a random bandit?
I don't
thing?
feel like doing the combat today. So we're just not. You're just gonna have
Aw.
to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. I have a plan. So
All right, then
Have
let's hurry up and
three
get
of
to
you
it.
proceed up to the Golden Leaf District. They're still there. The streets are slightly more empty than they were yesterday. There aren't as many people. You figure it's probably because it's kind of early in the morning. But the 3 of you make your way up to the stockade building, and
Wait,
up
is it
to,
dark any bit of the path that we're going?
No, It's sunrise.
Not really. The
You
sun
don't
is.
get to use your magic sword yet.
The sun
I want to do it.
The sun is slowly peeking over the horizon.
And we
so
have
the
dark
sun
vision.
The
We
sun
can
is
see
rising. Yeah.
I want
We have
to
dark vision. We can
So,
see
all the way on.
three of you make your way up to the stockade building and up the stairs leading up to the head guard's office. And he is sitting there, and he's super tired. And as soon as you enter, he looks up at this long, tired stare.
He's not a morning person, I see.
How might I help you?
Good
And
morning.
he rubs his eyes. It's like, oh, pardon me. You're the lot traveling up to Fallwich with them, taking a stop at Duskfort
Yes.
this morning. Ah, yes.
How is our elven prisoner?
If only we had more prisoners like her. She was quite
What?
behaved last night.
I can imagine.
Very quiet. And he whistles. 2 guards come in, and they escort the 3 of you down to prison cells to collect the woman. And they unlock the cell that she's in and pull her up on her feet and gently escort her out. And the 2 guards that are escorting her also are taking you guys with them all the way back down to the Fallen Leaf District. And right inside the city gates are stables where they would attach horses to carts to take convoys and escorts like this through the region. Around one of these carts are a few other guards, all wearing the same plate armor and that stuff. There is another individual standing there with them. She looks to be around your age. She looks like she's maybe 19 or 20. She, oddly enough, what you would expect from an elven individual is like more slender features, but this young woman is kind of heavily built, and she has a more of a rounded face. She looks like she has more human features as well. She looks maybe she's half elf, half elven or so. She has messy brown hair that's like pulled into a braid that's hanging on her shoulder. She's wearing kind of a knee-length dress that kind of hugs her waist a little bit. She's also wearing bits of armor as well. The breastplate that she's wearing over the dress also has the oak leaf over her heart.
She's Canadian too.
Will you shut up about that? And she's wearing, over top of her armor and the dress, is this large robe that has a strange, like, eye-looking symbol.
Did someone say a large robe?
Yeah, she's wearing a robe.
Not for long.
on her shoulders. On her shoulders, and it's tied around the front. And on one side, opposite where the oak leaf symbol would be, is a strange eye-looking symbol. Looks like an eye is like embroidered into the cloth.
It looks like an eye.
I look over at Unread Book and I'm like, hey,
and
isn't that around this? Oh, sorry.
She's got gray eyes, and she's wearing these massive, round spectacles that are wire framed and kind of lopsided looking. And she's holding a book in one hand to her side.
What were you doing to say, Guara?
I look over at Unread Book and I go, isn't that similar to the same crest, or in the similar style of that girl's crest?
I don't think so. No. I mean, It's a robe. That's the only similarity. I see.
Oh. All right.
And then the
never
other
mind then.
symbol was a... What's
Snake.
going on?
A snake in the shape of a dagger.
Yeah.
This is
Not-
an eye. So if you want to make a religion check, see if you recognize the symbol. Either one of you.
I'm not
what
gonna
kind
do
of?
it. I'm not the paladin.
All
Oh
right.
no,
what
wait,
kind
but I'd
of?
have a better chance at it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah. Let's both take a look at it. How about that?
Oh, who
What?
wants to do the roll?
If you think you'll have better chances, then go for it.
If you both want to do it, one of you can roll it, and then you'll have advantage on it.
Yeah.
You're kind of
let's
both
do that.
guessing it here.
Alright, so-
all right. Yeah, you do the roll then. You take advantage.
It's just because my intelligence is higher than yours, so I might have
Oh,
seen
you're
it
calling me
somewhere.
Mine's the
stupid. That's
highest.
fine.
Don't you know?
Yes, yours is the highest, Nornar. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sure it is.
Well, no need for a second roll. I got a 20.
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So you definitely recognize this. You throughout your travels, you've seen many religious figures. This is the symbol of Ioun.
Wait a minute, hold
who
on.
is
Spell it.
the
Is that the second time I've rolled a natural 20?
Yep.
I don't.
That's the second time I've rolled a natural 20. We've only done so many checks this entire time.
This
Wow.
is the symbol of Ioun, who is the goddess of knowledge.
Hold on. Slower. What is this?
The
Say it
symbol
again.
of Ioun. I spelled it out in chat.
Okay.
Of Ioun, and she is the goddess of knowledge.
Okay. Do I know anything else? Do I know anything about the people who follow this religion?
You do know that the goddess of Ioun, the goddess Ioun, is a neutral good
Oh,
goddess. I think. Hold on. Yeah, no, she's neutral. She's a neutral god. So nothing inherently evil about the individuals that worship her.
okay. They're
Alrighty.
just avid learners.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how do you guys want to...
And I'm just gonna talk to Kwaru and tell him all of this.
Okay,
it's a
I'm
symbol
all
of Ioun.
ears.
That symbol is actually the symbol of the goddess Ioun. Ioun?
Yep.
A Nunun?
Oh, I thought that was an L.
No.
No, it's an I.
Moon.
I was like,
Ioun. She
My
is the goddess of
dice.
knowledge. And
Oh,
as far as
shit.
I know,
Not evil.
that goddess is just a very neutral goddess.
Oh,
The people
okay.
the people who follow her or worship her, they're not evil.
Not inherently.
They're just avid learners, not inherently evil. They're
Okay.
just avid learners. I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Alright.
Yeah, well, she is wearing like the official armor of the city. You figure that maybe
I
if she
mean,
were
you know, yeah, I don't know these people that well. I just figured, you know, seen this, that they had a crest on them. I was like, hey, this lady had a crest on her too. But
Okay,
you
how
guys
do you-
are saying it's all good.
how do you guys want to proceed? You know
Like
who you are.
everything's all good.
I think you're reading too much into it.
what's up?
Let's just go. Let's
Oh my goodness.
journey on the
Let's
road.
just go. Let's just go.
Okay. So
Okay.
I mean, let's just hurry up and get the elven
this
woman,
place.
whose name we
Yeah.
still don't even know.
Yeah.
Let's just hurry up and get her there so we can part ways and I can go back to doing some Thieves Guild jobs and whatnot.
okay. So the three of you load into the back of this carriage. The woman who you saw earlier is also getting in. You do remember mention of an arcanic advisor who was traveling with you.
Can we assume that that is her?
Yes,
The
that is her. She is getting in the back of the carriage with you, and you are one of you, whoever it is like holding your prisoner close, trying to like
I'll
keep
hold
her
her.
secure on the
Narnar,
carriage.
no.
I'll hold
Pilar,
her.
switch places with Narnar.
No, let me hold her.
No,
Oh,
Pilar,
shit.
Please
switch
don't
places with
slit
Narnar.
her throat while you guys are.
If you touch her, I'm going to.
Oh dear. Okay.
Narnar,
So-
let her go.
No.
I see you in chat. You're not trying to probe.
She's Canadian too.
Shut up. Shut up. A group of you, along with a few other guards. There's a man sitting up at the front that's manning the horse that is supposed to be taking you through the landscape.
It's a nice
Um,
horse you got there, sir.
He turns to you with this odd look on his face and just slowly turns back, face forward. And he soon enough, the group of you, the guards, everybody are off down down through this path leading out of the city, and it takes maybe half a day or so to
Only
get over
half a day.
half, well, a little over half a day to get over to Duskford.
Okay. I guess Dustport isn't that far away.
Oh, okay.
Particularly, I mean, they were going a little faster than maybe you would have guessed to get over there. Like, the horse was running quite fast over into that area. So he arrived at Duskfort, and coming in from Ripvine, which is the province you were in before, into Briar, through the Rose Forest, there's a distinct change in atmosphere as soon as you cross the border. As soon as you enter in to Briar, there's a chill in the air. It's a little colder and darker, even though the sun is out, oddly enough. It's very gloomy. And as you and the people in the cart pull up in front of this massive, it almost looks like a university campus that is settled into this plain right here. There are larger buildings kind of scattered around, and then around those larger buildings are collections of houses, and each of these little areas are gated in, with arches in front of them with different religious symbols on each one.
A different religious symbol on each one.
On each one, yeah. So, one that you're looking for takes you is one of the largest here. It's probably the second largest congregation in this area. There is a gate with an archway that has the symbol of Zahir on it. That is the snake in the shape of a dagger. And you have arrived. What would you like to do?
On our way in, as we're passing all of these other gates with these religious symbols on them, do I recognize any of them? Besides the snake and dagger one?
If you want to make a religion check.
Okay.
How good are you with God?
That's an 18 plus 3.
Okay.
Fuck me.
So,
Good God.
the largest out of all of these you recognize as the symbol for Tharizdun, the god of madness. Of course, the second largest is the one you've already recognized as the symbol of Zahir. Going down the list, one of them is for Asmodeus.
Are
The
there
other one
any
is
that
for
match
Bane.
my sword? Just
No.
curious. Fuck!
Okay. Asmodeus, and he is...
Asmodeus is the
Asmodeus is a bitch.
god of tyranny. Congregation. One of them is for Bane, who is the god of war and conquest.
Like Bane from
There's a
Batman.
congregation for Loth, the goddess of spiders and lies.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
Spiders and lies.
lies. There's another one for the congregation of Rumsh. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Who is the god of destruction. And you do recognize each one of these symbol evil gods.
Yeah. Considering we have madness,
All of them.
tyranny, war, spiders, and lies, as well as destruction.
Yep.
Guys, this
Yeah?
place doesn't look so good. Maybe we
Yeah,
help you.
and there are a few people walking around. The people in the area of Zahir, like where his congregation is. You guys are pulling right up to that gate, and there's a woman coming from the main like church building that they have. And she is also wearing the robes with on it. And
Hold on, you're cutting out.
Yeah, your mic cut out.
ah, dang it.
I heard the
Yeah.
robes with
Yeah.
on it, and that's
Same.
what
Same.
I'm assuming you said the snake dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am
You
I
know
good
what?
now?
Anytime I think about any like weird church cult things, I think of Outlast too.
Okay, so
That might be what this turns into. I'd watch your back.
so am I good now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this woman, she's also wearing the robe, similar but a bit more
Similar to the one
opulent.
that I took off that guy's body.
Yes, actually. Very similar, almost the same. And she's wearing these robes. She looks like maybe she's the head priestess
Oh, she probably doesn't want to
of this
see.
congregation.
I was about to say, Narnar, put
Yeah,
the
you might
robes in the backpack.
Yeah, they're in the backpack.
You might want to hide your symbol Bahamut that you have.
Whatever you do, please do not take them out and show them to her.
Don't show your holy religious
it's-
symbols to these
I know it's
people.
going to be hard to
so-
resist, but please don't.
So
Yeah, just don't.
this woman is just kind of storming out of the church.
Oh shit, she's
Like
angry.
Oh shit.
These people,
It's an
they
angry
heard you
elf.
guys. They heard you guys pulling up, and this woman just stomps over out of the gate, and she looks actually very similar to the one that you've captured. You figure maybe this is her mother or somebody.
Oh shit!
She's got
Oh, Mama's gonna
she's
come
got,
get you a pan.
pale, slender, elven features, and she's got graying black hair, and she stomps over, and she sees her daughter sitting in the cart.
no. Well, okay, are you
Uh-oh.
guys glad we didn't kill her now?
And her
I'd rather
face
kill her and then show her dead
transform.
body.
and her face transforms into one of rage.
Uh-oh.
She's like,
Now-
"Oh my!"
I
And she starts yelling. The girl that you've captured is now like hunkered down. She's trying to hide from this
Uh-oh.
woman. How dare you leave the congregation? You
Oh,
know you're
shit.
not supposed to.
Oh.
Oh.
And she doesn't even care that there are guards like trying to keep her away from the cart. She stomps over, climbs up on top of the cart, and grabs the girl by her arm and just
my gosh.
pulls her.
No, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Just-
Nah.
Just
Just let
pulls
it
her,
happen.
tries to
She's a
pull her
disgrace.
away.
I'm
And
going to try and stop her.
Same.
okay,
Same.
Like, shove her away from the little girl. Shove her away from the girl.
not a little girl.
I know, not the
she's
little
like-
girl, but
she's
shove her
like
away
your-
from the girl. I know the girl's about our age, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna step
I'm
in.
gonna shove the mother away, or at the very least try to block her.
Well, I
Like,
was
try to
about
Okay.
to
keep
say
her away.
I'm gonna stand in between. Narnar, you stand behind me and hold on to the girl. I'm gonna stand in front of the girl.
That's right. Narnar's already holding on to her.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stand in front of her and back up unread book here.
Okay. So
I
she
will
sees you
fight
guys.
this bitch.
Sees you guys.
I mean,
try to protect her daughter, and her face gets even more violent. You have no right. She is my daughter. I will choose how I punish her.
Why are you punishing her to begin with?
Actually, she's our prisoner.
She's our prisoner now. She's with our people.
Wait! Why are you punishing her to begin with? What did she do wrong?
She left the congregation without permission. She has defiled the grave of one of our great leaders. She will be punished for what she has done.
I don't know what to do.
I step in and I shout over top of unread book. I go, she may have done these things, but you have no right to try and aggressively take this prisoner from us. You have no rights here. Not yet. I look at unread book and I go, what the fuck do you want to do here?
Jesus
I have
Christ.
no idea!
I have rights, as she is my child.
She has a point, Kawaru.
She is
But
my
she's-
child.
Just
I
let
will
her
She's
go.
a
choose
grown...
how
woman.
to handle her.
Just let her go.
They're gonna kill her.
But she's
You
not
don't-
our responsibility.
you don't
and
know
our
that.
liability.
They're either gonna punish her, make an example of her, or they're gonna just, like, straight up kill her.
Okay.
This girl... I mean, look at how scared she is. She's literally hiding in behind me at this moment.
So,
Why-
Kawaru, you're in front of me, right? You're standing in front of me?
I
Or
was in front of
behind
her,
me.
but
Back.
I'm behind you. But you do what you gotta do there.
Okay, I'm gonna slip around you. I'm gonna go to the girl.
Okay.
Crouch down in front of her, and what do you want us to do?
Let me go, please.
You want us to let
I
you
don't
go?
want to trouble you anymore.
I mean, we could. I kind of like look over my shoulder. I'm like, we could get you out of here if you want. It's up to you, though.
No, please.
And I told Kawaru we could.
I deserve it for failing.
I
Please.
mean, look, this new sword I got. I don't know the powers of it yet. I could probably just fucking ice breath all these fuckers. I kind of say it a little louder, trying to intimidate.
Intimidation.
She doesn't. She
Both
doesn't.
of us can roll for an intimidation.
Kawaru can do it with advantage. If
Okay.
you really want to try it, Kawaru.
I have intimidation too.
He does. We both
Okay,
do.
so if you guys want to try to intimidate this woman,
Okay. Yes.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. All right.
I want to roll.
You
roll
don't have to,
plus-
but you can try to if you want, since you brought it up.
I mean, hold on. Let's. I look back at unread book and I look back at the girl and I'm like, "What's your name? And why
That's a
do
very
you
good
want to
question.
come back?
We don't know
Yeah.
her name.
Why do you want to come back to these people? They seem to mistreat you, and I mean, she just called you a prisoner, basically like dirt and scum.
Your own mother called you a prisoner.
Your own mother
I
called
deserve
you a
it
prisoner.
though, don't I? I failed.
You failed, but you could start a new life. You don't have to
Yeah.
stay here and be treated this way. You can come with us and become one of us.
Well,
want-
maybe not become one of us. Just like not actually saying that. My character saying that. Just to
As a
Tyler
DM.
and Jay in the DM.
Yeah, I'm not
She
controlling
can't-
this woman.
Yeah, DM's not
I
going to
mean-
do that for the
Are you
entire.
kidding me?
But
Look,
I'm not
I
rolling
mean-
her
she doesn't-
character.
I mean,
But you're right.
she just kind of follows us around. I'm fine with that. Whatever. She doesn't have to attack anything. She can hide all the time. But I mean, if she wants to carry some shit for me, cool.
Why would we even?
Just
We're
let
not
her
even.
go.
We're not even doing carrying weight.
Just let her go.
I don't want to let her go.
Then
No.
what do you
Yes.
want to do?
Let
I
Let's-
me
want to take
go.
her away from here.
And then we
I
let
know
her
you
go.
do, but you don't have any right. I deserve the punishment I receive here.
She's right.
I mean,
God,
how
Narnar,
old are
you're a
you?
prick.
I'm asking her. How old is she? How old are you?
19.
Holy shit.
So
Barely.
You can leave if you want to. You don't have to follow your mother's rule,
You don't have
unless
to
of
stay
course
in this.
you've sworn
If I
an
leave,
oath.
If I leave now, the oath I've sworn to Zahir will be worthless.
And you still want to worship Zahir? You still believe him to be your god?
She nods her head.
Okay. Then I guess we'll honor her wishes.
Ah, shit.
I don't like it any more than you do, Tuaru, but if she wants to continue to worship this god, and I don't want to break her oath for her, nor do I want to force her to break her own oath. Unless... Tuaru, who is it that you worship?
Bahamut. The god Bahamut.
Okay. Can you tell her a little bit more about Bahamut?
I don't know a dick about Bahamut.
Can you can you try and persuade her?
If it helps,
What
God of justice and nobility.
What?
Look.
God of justice and nobility.
God of justice and
Okay.
ability. Oh, see, that's
Well,
sweet.
talk to her. Claro, talk to her. See if you can persuade her to maybe, like, see the light or something. Maybe...
See the light. Show her the
See
sword.
the light.
That's not a sword. It's not a sword belonging to that
Just
god, though.
talk to her and try to make her see that there is other gods and goddesses besides Zahir. Maybe she'll change her mind. Tell her more about your god and how you worship him. And
I turn to her and crouch down. And I look. Still don't know her name.
Mm-hmm.
I look her in the eyes and I go, you do realize there are many
That's
other
so
gods and many other religions out there. You don't have to stay sworn to this one god. You've seen
I know,
the
but
bad... Go ahead.
I know, but I want to.
Tell
But
her
you've
about
seen...
your god, Clara. Tell her about your god.
But you've seen the bad path that this god is bringing you down. My god, Bahamut, is all about... What the fuck was it? Justice and shit?
Did you mumble this out loud? I don't know if I ought to be listening to you. You seem quite sure of yourself.
God damn it, Clara made a persuasion check.
God damn it. Alright. What is it? This plus what?
Charisma.
Fuck me. 14.
She's still not convinced.
That's
Damn it.
perfectly fine.
She is
What
adamant.
did you set it at, 20?
Yeah, because she's like really, she's adamant about still continuing to be in this religion.
Alright, Clara, come here. It's not gonna work. Let's just... I hate it, but...
I lean down and I hand her my my hand axe and I say, at least defend yourself from these troubles. And after handing her the hand axe, yeah, from her own mother, because you know shit's about this man.
Okay.
Take it away from her as soon as she gets in there. She's not gonna be able to keep it.
I mean, maybe she'll, you know, like go batshit crazy or
She's
something.
not gonna fight against her own
He'll
people.
probably kill herself.
Have you
God
been
damn
listening
it.
to her at all this entire time?
No,
She's
of
going
course
to
not.
accept the punishment.
Fine.
Just
keep the fucking
take
hand
it.
axe.
Narnar, come here.
Yeah.
Do you think you can try and intimidate the mother into not harming her as much?
Hey, what's
Yeah.
your
Can
intimidation
intimidate her?
bonus?
My what?
Your intimidation bonus.
3.
Alright, it's better than mine. Go for it.
Alright. Listen here, you thought. Don't touch this girl. Or she'll get the axe. I'm
You
gonna
gonna roll
roll.
for intimidation?
I'm gonna roll for an intimidation.
Okay.
Oh my fucking lord.
I got, let's see. 18, 19.
She doesn't
God
look
damn.
moved.
She doesn't.
She
You
doesn't
said
Fuck
it-
off.
Ugh.
It would do you well to not speak to me that way.
Listen
And
here, you thought.
she measures up to you a little bit and looks you in the eye.
I step to this. I stand back
Step
up
off
and
my grill, homie.
all the way off.
No, no.
You're a push.
Cut. Cut it.
Talking like,
Cut it. Stop it.
talking like
Stop.
we're in a rap battle or something. Oh my gosh.
No, no. Just heal. Stop.
Heal?
Seal. You're like a dog.
Cut. Stop it. It's not working.
Heal.
All of my plans have failed.
That is. Oh my gosh.
Can I just kill this lady already?
No!
We're in. All right, here. Let me size it up for
Please
you,
don't.
Narnar. We're in their tribe area, meaning she's surrounded by her tribe people. She is basically the
all these
leader
other
of the
religions.
tribe people. And if we
And I
start
have
shit
a
here,
Tribe of people?
we have no backup. It's just
Can I
us
drop
three.
the rope? I'll give you the ropes in a package.
Actually, it's you three plus the guards and the Arcanic Advisor that's sitting in the cart. They haven't
Wait.
left yet. They're waiting. They're waiting because you guys were gonna go up to Fallwitch with them overnight.
Yes.
No,
So they're waiting for you guys.
Just
Make
let's
a
go.
decision.
Go.
I-
Let's go.
Yeah.
I walk over to Narnar and I say, hey, Narnar, hand me those robes real quick.
This ropes. Alright, here you go, bro.
The one robe.
What? What do you...
Okay, that's.
I hand him the robes.
I turn back to the mother and I say, your god is as evil as you are, and I don't think you should harm this girl, or you will end up just as dead as this god you follow. And I throw the robes on the ground like an asshole.
She looks at you with more harshness in her eyes, bends down and picks up the robes, and that you would believe I would harm my own daughter.
Better not. You end up dead, bitch.
I would never.
Better not.
I only wish she would learn that you cannot bring back people who have been dead for hundreds of years.
We're
Okay,
sorry, your daughter.
I'm gonna go to the wagon. I'm gonna go
The
south.
red book. I'm like, all right, it's fuck it. Well, maybe you can
Come
teach
on.
her those ways. Bye.
Okay,
Start walking
so-
away.
Time for us
you-
to go.
So you usher the girl out of the cart.
And I'm telling her, well, you have your wish. You're free to go now.
I
And
pat her on the
luck.
shoulder and I go, "Good luck."
She bows and turns around, and the mother grabs her by the wrist and starts pulling her back to the church.
Well, that was
Um,
eventful.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's
Oh,
just
all right.
get the hell out of here.
Okay. So
Okay.
so you guys
Does she
get
still
back-
have your hand axe, Clara?
Yeah, I took it back. Calm down.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, so the three of you load back in, and the cart goes up the path off of Dusk Fort and back north, up ways, and in about another half day's travel or so. Well, actually, no. By the time you get there, you would have had to have camped out at least once.
Damn, I
So-
could have ice pressed all those motherfuckers, and then we could have left.
Good thing you didn't, because there were like
no.
there were like hundreds of people living in that area.
That's
Yes.
fine. I would have
Because
hit
it was
every.
like all of
Here,
these.
Kwaru.
It was all of these
Perspective.
congregations of religions that
Exactly.
are
For
evil.
perspective,
It's fine.
huge building in front of us that
Uh-huh.
houses all of the followers of Zahir.
Yeah.
And
Evil.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more buildings all around there, also surrounding us, that also have probably at least 100 followers of other evil
Evil.
gods and goddesses.
Evil.
Even.
You really wanted to start an all-out war right then and there,
Evil.
with a few guards
Yeah, if you had done that,
I
it would have been a
and an
war
archivist
between
on our side.
would have
I
been
still-
a war between religious followings.
I still don't know the
Muhammad
power of
and,
the
like,
sword.
100,000
Look.
like a big bunch of
I-
people from an evil.
Maybe it's like a
congregation of
giant
people.
light cannon, and I could have just blasted everyone into disintegrated little bits.
I don't think
know
that's
the
gonna
power-
happen because
I don't know the power of the sword yet.
Hey guys, I'm gonna run and get a drink
No.
from the kitchen.
No.
Okay,
Thirsty.
we're just like we're on the
We're
road.
just metagaming. Don't worry.
Alright.
Okay. Fine. We'll have a little discussion about why that would have been terrible for all of you.
I don't know what you're talking about. That would have been perfectly fine. My light sword would have saved
No.
us.
You don't know that. I haven't even come up with stats for that sword yet.
Well, that's
You have no
where
idea
it
what
begins.
it does.
See? I would have had to have learned.
Honestly, you didn't say anything about it, like, having all these crazy powers. You just wanted it to be able to light up.
That's
So-
exactly.
So,
You
Look,
said you wanted a
look-
glowing sword. Well, there you go.
if anything,
Look,
it's gonna be like one of
it's-
those glow sticks. It's gonna be like a
It's-
giant glow stick with a sharp
It's-
edge on it.
Hit
It's
the glow in the dark
silver.
sword.
It's crested and it's magical. I'm attuning to it as we speak.
It's a glow in the dark
studying.
sword, Clark.
It's gonna have more powers. I don't know yet.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's a glow in the dark sword.
Ah.
It has the normal abilities of a normal sword. It is
Ah.
blessed, so it will help you against the. It is blessed, and it is made of silver, so it will help you against the undead. But other than that, it's a glow in the dark sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you have two, by the way. Oh shit! Did I mention?
Nope.
While we're taking the break.
Yep.
About bonus actions and about dual wielding.
Go
So,
ahead.
I figured,
I'm
so I
fucking
figured
curious.
out- Yes, you should be. Because,
ahead.
so apparently, I read that when you are dual wielding two weapons, two light melee weapons, you automatically get a bonus action. So you can
Oh.
attack with one, and then bonus action attack with the other. Just like that. There doesn't
Holy
have
crap.
to be any other factor,
Well-
any other thing.
Does that count for versatile as well, or only light weapons?
Hold on. I have it written
Because
down.
right now I have two versatile swords, a hand axe, and a shield. Because that bitch, I don't know what happened to my dagger.
No,
It's
it has
gone,
to be a light melee weapon.
though. Okay, so it would be two like hand axes or something like that.
It has to be light, or it has to have the finesse property, or not the finesse, the thrown property.
Okay,
So a hand axe, that's both light and you can throw it.
okay. So if I had like multiple hand axes, I could become a
Yes.
hand axe wielding fool.
If
and
you
just
were close
throw-
enough, you could attack with both of them, or if you were far away, you could, I
So,
assume, just throw both of them.
Or I
What?
could train myself to throw 38 hand axes from across the room at 60
Oh my
feet.
god.
that's
You're
me.
not a fighter, but
Isn't Tuna?
Mhm.
Or Narnar?
yeah,
That's why I
that
sent it
sounds
to
way
him.
too complicated for him, though.
Damn it, Tuna. You
No offense,
dumb
but that
fuck.
sounds so complicated.
Okay.
You
okay.
bastard.
So now that we're back from our small break in discussion, so it takes you about another day's travel to get up to Fallwitch. It's just slightly smaller than the Greenleaf district in Hart, which is to say it's fairly small. So there aren't any gates guarding it. Oddly enough, it's just kind of an open path up through the city. You guys are pulling up in the cart up to the stables right outside, and kind of getting everything situated, and you get off of the cart, and two guards are standing beside the woman that traveled up here with you, and they are escorting her up into the city, up further into the city.
They're escorting the archivist?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
they're escorting her up into the city, and they kind of disappear into the as they're walking through. And a guard turns to you, and says, "They're taking her up to the Rift Advisor building. We individuals on this excursion are staying up at the Century and Rosethorn Inn. So, if you'd like accommodations up there, you really are open to traveling with us up there later. If you have business in the city, you may travel around and do what you will."
So that's where she's going? The archivist is going up to the Century and Rosethorn Inn?
Um,
No, the archivist is going up to meet with
The-
someone else.
she she is going up to what's called a Rift Advisor building. It's where people who study the Rift, the opening to the Feywild that's here in the Rose Forest, where this city is settled into the Rose Forest, which is where the Rift to the Feywild is located. And there are people that are assigned here by the Crown, by the Oakenheart, that come and study the Rift and its properties and stuff like that. So this Arcanic Advisor comes every month to Fallwitch to talk to the Rift Advisors about their findings. So you just happened to catch them on a day where they were escorting one of these members of the Arcanic Advisors to Fallwitch. So the two guards kind of escort this woman into the city so that she's not like bothered by the people. By the way, this is actually a really gloomy city. There are clouds overhead. It's kind of dark and quiet as well.
So we're in a dark and quiet, gloomy city,
Surrounded
and
by
they're
forest.
escorting her
Yeah.
to.
They're taking her up to the Rift Advisor building,
So
up
that
at the
she
end
can.
of the, up toward the end of the city.
Fuck, she's about to do.
She's going to help them study the rift.
She's actually going up there
This
to.
fey rift that exists in this forest.
Yeah, she is talking to them about their findings to report back to Crown later when they travel back to Oakenheart.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so you're
Um,
open to do whatever you want in the city.
what else can you tell us about the city? I mean, what kind of shops are here? I mean, this it's pretty small, so what shops do you have to offer?
You're asking the guard? He's not from
Yeah,
the
what's-
city.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck
He
it,
came
let's
with
go.
He was on the
what
guard.
about? Okay, can I go up to one of the guards standing at the wall?
There is no wall, just kind of standing in front of this archway gate that leads into the city.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to one of them and ask them. So, what does the city have to offer in terms of stores and shops?
He
Oh,
speaks
there
a
is-
completely different language and you don't understand him. It sounds like.
I'm speaking common.
No. Okay, so you go up to this human guard. He's got kind of darker skin, and he looks at you. He's like, "Well, there's quite a lovely magic shop in the city.
Magic.
There's a tailor shop, a general store,
Magic.
a bookstore as well.
Oh, books. Books are nice.
Of course, there's
Interest?
Centurion Rosethorn Inn. It's the nicest place you could ever stay in your life.
Really?
Quite.
And about how much
that
is
is
it?
hard to compare. We don't have very many inns in the city.
Well, how much is the inn?
The Golden Knight. I say it's worth it. Never stayed the night there myself. They do serve some mighty nice food, though.
Oh shit.
One gold a night. They better be
Well, thank you.
pampering me to the extreme. We're from the cheap side of town.
And he nods in understanding.
Really? The rich ass paladin standing right beside me?
My
It's
gold
laden down
sword
with
seems
gold?
to light. My gold, my
How much gold does he
silver
have
sword.
anyways?
My silver sword lights
With the
up
gold pommel.
as you say my name. A gem encrusted shines very brightly. I say, what was that now?
I'm sorry, which sword is this? Is this the glow in the dark sword?
This is the Pelor blade.
The glow in the
The
dark sword.
The glow in the dark sword. What's up?
Yeah. The one that
It
you
lit
break.
up at the sound of your
The one that
name.
you break like a glow stick to make
Fuck
shine.
all the way
in the
off.
He just smacks it against the wall and it lights up.
I'm just kidding.
all you hear is
I
ching,
just
and I
think that
sheath
that's
it back
funny.
real quick.
I just think that's kind of a funny image to have in your mind. A guy like taking his sword and breaking it down the middle just slightly, and it starts to glow.
That or he smacks it into the wall and it starts to glow. He just shakes it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's voice activated, guys.
It's, what?
You say your name and it starts
That's
to
not
glow.
a thing. That's not a
Absolutely.
thing.
That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. It's gonna be glowing all the time now.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. What are you guys doing in the city?
This is the
I say we
DM's
should
world. You don't get to decide what sword you have.
Yep.
Fuck.
Exactly.
I say we should go check out the magic shop in case I can buy a better sword, and
Okay.
then maybe go.
Well, while you guys go do that, I think I'm gonna go check out the bookstore.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So Narnar and Corey, you're going to the magic shop?
You want to go to the
Or is
magic shop
Narnar
or
just
no?
gonna go off to the inn and...
We go off to the what?
To the
Where are
inn?
you going, Narnar?
I'm gonna
I'm
go
going to the
the
bookstore.
magic
Bars.
shop with
Alright.
The magic shop of
Okay.
Guaru? Okay. So the two of you search around a little bit, takes a little bit of asking, but you eventually come upon this smaller, kind of out of the way shop made of stone. I mean, in terms of out of the way, it's kind of off to the end of the central shopping district. You come across a shop with the sign above it, called Shade and Raven. And you enter through the front door and are immediately greeted with the smells of strange medicinal herbs. The place is lit with kind of these blues and whites. There are crystals glowing with arcanic energy throughout the room. There are a few sconces lit with bright white arcanic flames. There are some medicinal herbs kind of scattered around on the shelves. And there's a counter in the center of the room. And behind the counter is this younger tiefling-looking individual.
Oh, shit.
She has dark purple skin. Her eyes are a mix of silvers and blues. She has two small horns curled on her forehead, just curled to the sides of her forehead on her temple.
Okay, now I'm regretting not going to the magic shop.
And her
No.
hair is
Good shit.
cut short in a it's a lighter purple than her skin. It's cut short, and part of her hair, you figure maybe if she didn't have this, her bangs would be down to the tip of her nose, but her hair is pulled back by a hair clip on the back of her head. She is wearing she's wearing like a floor length black dress made of simple cloth, and she's got a massive cloak over her, and the cloak reaches down to about knee length. And draped over her shoulders is this unnecessarily large hood that's kind of just hanging there. And she's wearing a pair of round spectacles, and on her shoulder is sitting an albino raven.
What?
An albino raven that is sitting on her shoulder.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
And she's sitting there in front of the counter, and she's flipping through like a leather-bound notebook, and she startles for a moment and closes it as soon as she hears the door open, and she just turns to you and she goes, "Welcome to Shade and Raven Magic and Apothecary Shop. How might I help you?"
Oh man.
With this flat tone to her voice.
Does not seem to give a fuck about us. Alright.
So, are we gonna draw this magic shop? You wanna draw it?
If you want to.
We gotta doodle.
Okay.
We haven't doodled anything.
I know.
I've been doodling all over the place.
Alright, we're doing
Doodle my
this magic shop
foot up
real
your
fast.
ass. Oh my god. Alright.
Now I wish I'd gone to the magic shop.
Just pretend you came to the magic shop.
No,
wanna
I
catch-
can't. I'm not gonna.
Up to us? You wanna see what's in the bookstore?
No, I'm gonna go to the bookstore.
Lame.
Those.
But then I'm gonna go back to the magic store and meet.
This is the door.
Nice door shape, guy.
Thanks, bro.
Guy.
Oh.
I should have. Like,
I have to like
magic
wait
shop.
on you to draw something so I have an idea of where I can draw something.
Ah, yes, arcane shop. Isn't this chart lovely?
Screwed it up. I soiled it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Cool.
as soon as she says this, she just turns back to her book.
Wait, we need our people.
Oh yeah, okay, hold on.
I'm not there. I'm probably making my way to the bookstore right now.
Making
don't
my
know
way
why.
downtown.
I don't know why
walking
you're so
fast.
small. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I was really, really hoping. Oh, I can't move my guy.
Yeah, I haven't said it yet. Hold on.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
It-
Na, 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 na.
And as soon as she says that, she doesn't wait for a response. She just kind of turns back to her book and opens it
Yeah.
slowly.
I love this one already.
Huh.
How's it going?
She turns to you with this, with her half-lidded blue and silver eyes, and she just kind of stares at you and slowly turns back to her book again.
Well, what you reading there?
Idiot.
You trying to put the moves
Do you
on?
got any magical weaponry in your store, madame?
Trying to take her robes?
No, we
Are you
don't.
No. Where do you read that? Where did you read that?
The Roll20 chat. He must have
Oh,
missed
that's-
Lord,
That was there
Oh.
forever ago, you nut.
it.
don't even.
Okay. So you don't have any magical weapons. Do you have any maybe magical
She doesn't have magical weapons?
jewelry? Like do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
Why
Magical
would you have
armor?
magical jewelry?
watches?
I'm not here, so I can't really say anything.
Jewelry?
Jewelry, yeah.
Unfortunately, that kind of stuff is pretty rare for this kind of area.
What do you sell in
Sorry.
here then?
You heard the word apothecary come out of my mouth, didn't you?
I don't know.
We
what that
sell
is.
medicinal herbs and
Ooh, that
potions
herb.
and the
Can
like.
I? How much
Kalari.
are your health potions, or do you even carry any?
Why is it not on the arcane shop? Dang it. Okay. Not on the.
Tell me about your magical herbs.
Magical herbs. Are you trying to find drugs here?
That's what it sounds like.
We are not copying Critical Role.
No, we're not.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd
Uh,
kind of love to, but
We do sell common potions. They're 38 gold pieces.
Holy shit. Alright, fuck this place.
Let's leave. You suck.
Fuck this.
Okay.
Do you have any?
Just-
What's the most
why
point?
does she sound like a robot?
Do you got any quests that you need done, or any journeys you need traveled? Possibly something in a spooky
Journeys you
dungeon
need
where I can stab the fuck something out.
No, I don't.
Alright, bye.
You're useless.
Fuck this place. This place sucks.
Boo!
She sounds
God.
like a very bored, very tired, very
She's
overworked robot.
monotone.
She sounds
and I
like
did
she
that
works
on
at Kmart.
I understand monotone, but she sounds like she's about to fall asleep and she's slurring her words and talking like
Not
this.
slurring her words. She's just going slow. She's monotone. And I did that on purpose.
She's talking like a robot or a zombie.
Hello, welcome to Kmart. No, literally, there was this girl, and you know, like the Kmart over by Gaddytown in Lexington.
Yeah.
You're there, like
Interruption for
randomly.
another little story.
And
Of course.
and her name was Clara, and she was like, "Hi, my name's Clara. Welcome to Kmart," and I just never forgot it. That's a huge inside joke with my family.
Okay, so I'm going to the bookstore.
Okay.
Draw your
So
book for
you look around a little bit, and you come across a place called Moon and Hoof Book and Courier Service.
Moon and Hoof.
How do you come up with all this stuff?
It's called a name generator.
Moon and Hoof.
um,
Moon and Hoof what?
book and courier service.
Book and courier service.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh,
So,
shit.
you need to know how to spell courier?
No, whatever. I don't know what it means.
Okay, so you enter in through the front door of this small...
Can one of us go through a window at some point? Like, we just bash the window down and fall through?
No.
The window.
That's shitty.
You enter in through this this smaller building. There appear to be one or two people inside looking at the shelves. There's someone at the register that looks like they're trying to pay for a message to be sent somewhere. There's a woman standing behind the counter. She is kind of short. She's hardly peeking over. She looks like she's maybe dwarven in nature, and she has deep brown hair that's pulled back into a bun on the back of her head. She's wearing just simple clothes.
Okay, what about the other patrons?
Two of the patrons look to be both of elven descent. Both are similar in their appearance. They look maybe like they're twins or something like that. They both have like blonde. They both have longer blonde hair and green eyes and tanned skin.
Both of them? Are they twins?
Yes, they are twins.
Okay.
And the person standing at the counter, looking kind of frustrated, you don't know why, is a stout human man with balding hair, and he's kind of heavily built, and he's wearing what look to be like much nicer clothes than what you've seen around town. You figure maybe he's from the region of town where the Rift advisors live, in that sort of area that's more upper class.
I bet he's got money.
We're not
Okay.
stealing money from the courier.
Well, of course not. I'm a
you
paladin. I
not.
can't do that.
I might, but
No,
you don't know that.
I'm a
DM.
paladin. I can't do that. That's against my...
And
My
you
God.
two Dragonborn are not here at the moment, so shush.
We're not. Okay, bye.
Okay, I'm going to just calmly walk up behind the human, the heavily built human who's at the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up behind him. I'm gonna see if I can find out why he looked so frustrated. What are they talking about?
He is trying so very hard to get this woman to hire somebody out to take a message across continents, but they don't offer that service. So he's being incredibly persistent about it, and just being so aggravated that they won't take his message across the continent, across to a different continent.
Do I know what continent?
It sounds like he's trying to get it over to Merrywin, which is a long way away.
Ooh, guys, let's travel.
Shush.
Shh, I'm not here.
We're not there, idiot.
I'm not there.
The voice in your head whispers.
It's the wind.
I'm thinking about it.
wind.
But also, we just got here. We don't know what's here yet.
Scrubs.
So how long am I standing there until he leaves?
It
Is
takes
he-
maybe another minute before he just,
Storms out.
yeah, look with a aggravated look on his face. It looks like he's been sweating a little bit through this exchange.
Okay,
Big
so I'm
fat
gonna
man built
step
up a big fat sweat.
I'm going to step up to the counter and smile at the dwarven woman
Yes.
behind the counter.
Oh, hi. How can I help you? Sorry about him. A little bit of a interesting encounter with clientele.
Oh, that's okay. I was wondering if you have any books on the Fey Rift near here.
There is one
Anything that could tell me more about this Fey Rift.
that we have. It's more of a journal than anything else, dear. There isn't a lot known about the rift, as you can maybe guess at the presence of the rift here in the city. They're still studying.
Sure.
They're still studying it quite a bit.
And I'm sure most of the information that they've already gathered is being heavily guarded.
Quite. There is one written by an individual not quite part of the Rift Advisors, though. You're willing to, if you want to, I can bring that back. Bring that out of the bag for you to look at.
Okay, sure. I'll take a look at it.
Okay, and she walks back into a back room behind the counter, and comes back out with this kind of relatively thin leather-bound volume and sets it down on the counter. It says on the cover, "Swathy's Guide to Everything."
Yeah, Swabby.
How do I spell
My
that?
boy.
SWATHE.
Backstory time.
What?
Backstory time.
Shush, Nardar.
No, for real. It has to do with Swabby.
Swathy.
Yeah.
Swabby.
Swathy's Guide to Everything.
So this time,
Sort of.
way back.
Swathy's
way
Guide
back
to
in
the
high
Fae.
school?
Everything.
Yeah, story time. Back in high school, when origami needed a name for a book, and I used this guy named Swathy, or was it a girl? I don't know. Their last name was Swathy, or maybe it was the first name. That was like one of the like main editors of like, you know, the bibliography that I had written, and so I gave it to her, and she used it. So that's my man, Swathy, or woman.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to ask the bookkeeper,
Swathy.
the lady behind the desk. So the title is Swathy's Guide to Everything.
Yes,
What
dear.
all is
I
in
wouldn't
this
quite
journal?
call it everything, but Swathy is quite charismatic and a bit of a con man. So,
Bit of a con man.
yes, a little bit.
Ooh, my man.
From what you
Is everything in this book going to be truthful, or?
well, it's like clickbait, sort of, like on a YouTube video. It says it's one thing, maybe it's not that. Everything in the book is true, but it's not everything. It's not the guide to everything. It's just he wanted that name because it sounded better than Swathy's Guide to some of
fishing
things.
and tackling.
I see.
Yeah.
So how much for the book?
Be 5 copper.
I'm gonna be mad if you don't buy that.
Really? All right,
Yeah,
5
no.
copper it is.
Not many people want this, unfortunately.
Hey guys, 1 second. I'll be right back.
It's commercialized, if you ask me.
Oh, is it?
Right.
Not exactly anything special. It's okay. I
Yeah.
see. That makes sense then.
You can get these
5
pretty much
copper.
at any bookstore you go to, I imagine. And she takes the copper from, puts it in a chest under the desk, and there you go.
All right. I'm going to loiter around a little bit more, a little bit longer. Sort of browse the shelves.
Okay.
Is there anything else interesting? Maybe I make an investigation check or something.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Don't forget to tell me to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so investigation. $22.
Okay, so you look around through the shelves. There's a book that catches your eye. And it's called The Legend of the Oakenheart Dragon Horde.
Legend of the Oakenheart
Dragon Horde.
Dragon Horde.
Yep. And you flip through it. This is a book of a particular story from folklore in this area of a young paladin who came through Oakenheart one day to speak to the king at the time, and while he was there, a dragon attacked the kingdom, and the king at the time turned into a dragon himself, a silver dragon. And the two dragons fought with one another, but the king ended up dying. The paladin was present for the entire battle, and he ended up getting the final blow on the dragon that killed the king with his sword called Midas. And from what you understand reading this book, Midas was a sword that whenever a fighter would, a combatant would get the final blow on an enemy and right in the heart, final blow right in the heart, the target of the weapon would turn to solid gold.
Alright, sorry.
Oh, wow.
And
Final blow.
you do read through this piece of lore that while this fight was going on, and why it's called the the Legend of the Oakenheart Dragon Horde, is that while the two dragons were fighting, the bottom floor of the castle fell through and discovered the hoard that the king had been keeping under the castle. So it's just gold and gems and all that stuff under the castle. But no one's quite sure if that's true, because it turns out that a lot of the people who are around in that time tried desperately to cover up what had happened by covering over what was under the castle before anybody could see it.
So I haven't even bought the book yet. I know all of what it's about. Am I just standing here flipping through the book?
You're just flipping through it. Well, if it caught your eye and you picked it out, you might be inclined to stand there and flip through it a little bit.
Okay. Is there anything more to gain from this book, or can I just set it back down on the shelf? I don't have to buy it.
Buy it. Might have clues in it.
Alright, I'll buy it.
Okay.
I'll go up to the shopkeeper. How much for this book?
10 copper this time. Not as common as, well, these guides, everything, I'm afraid. It's more of a regional piece of lore.
I see.
Let me see if I can get a
10 copper.
conversion really
Takes
quick.
the copper, puts it in the chest under the counter.
Never mind.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, no.
Slightly.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You're not
Have a good
there.
day, and I walk out the door.
Oh,
She nods as you leave. Okay. What do you guys want to do?
let's regroup with the tabaxi. See what's going down.
Yeah.
We have to
Sure.
find each other first.
Well, you know, I
We
figured
never
if we
said
looked
we
at...
were going to meet up anywhere. Are we
Well-
both just wandering the streets looking for each other?
I figured during this time, we were walking towards the bookstore.
Okay, so as I walk out, I might see
We
you
walk
on the
up
street.
to each other.
Yeah, you exit the building, and slightly down the path a ways there are your two Dragonborn compatriots walking down the street.
Hey, how's it going?
That is not your voice. And we are not having this discussion right now.
Hey, Audrey Book, how you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Stop that.
Suddenly, a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky and smites. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
I use my
seriously,
sword to
don't change your
direct
voice
it.
in the middle of the episode, please.
I'm not.
Anyways, what are you guys doing?
How was your shopping trip?
It was really boring. The lady didn't have shit at all.
Yeah.
Really?
What about you?
I had a great time.
Oh,
I found
Good
this
for
journal
you.
called Swathy's Guide to Everything. And it seems to
Ooh.
have, I've been told it has quite a bit of information on the Fey Rift, located in this forest, located near this city. And I also got this book called The Legend of the Oakenheart Dragon Horde. It's a very interesting read.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Nice.
I mean, it tells of this sort of Midas that, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but, so when the, damn it. So when you deal the final blow, the target of the blow
Yeah.
turns to solid gold.
Yep.
I see.
wait, you're talking about a magical sword right now, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's part
shit,
of a
okay.
legend. It's part of
Oh,
this
well.
legend.
I mean,
If you'd like to, you can read through it.
I take the book from Unread Book's hand, and I begin
Okay.
flipping through it, reading.
Okay, so you
Speed
flip
reading.
through and you read exactly what I just told her.
Yeah,
Pretty
I was
much.
just gonna summarize. I just read exactly
Yeah.
what you read. And I'm like, oh damn, that's cool.
Yes, it's very interesting.
That exact tone of voice too.
And I hand it back. I'm like, here you go. Thanks for that. Read. Look, it's great.
Okay, so where are we going to go now?
Do you
What
want
time
to?
is it? It's probably
Oh, yeah.
pretty. Is it
Yeah,
late?
the sun looks like it's about to start setting on the horizon.
We should probably start heading to the inn.
Yeah,
Right
probably.
about
Okay.
now.
Okay, so the three of you head up to the inn. Takes a little bit of direction, but eventually you get to the part of the city where you feel few of the more noble folk live. So you arrive at the inn, and it's this large, opulent building. You enter in through the front door, and there is. It's kind of like an airlock kind of situation with a front desk inside. There's a woman standing there. It looks like she's the one that, like, takes money if you're renting a room or something like that. And she has a ledger in front of her. And if you want to stay at the inn, this is probably who you would go to talk to about it.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys want to draw the inn?
Draw the
Dude.
end.
I would rather not, but sure.
I
I
mean,
actually had more fun just imagining the bookstore that I was in rather than drawing it.
Alright.
But this is called Dungeons and Doodles for a reason.
Dungeons and Doodles.
So if you-
Let's just draw it.
Hold on. No one do anything. Done. There we go.
God,
You have to
Make that
zoom
in.
out.
it's huge.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's what she said.
now what? You said there's a little... Why am I so small?
I don't know.
It's your bitch.
Okay, so over where you guys are, there's a small room, like in this area, that you are now inside of, where there's a woman sitting at a desk right in front of you, with a ledger in front of her, and there's a quill with an ink pot as well.
Okay. Hey, milady.
Yes.
Do you have any rooms available in this wonderful inn of yours?
I believe we do. We have 4 rooms available upstairs.
And how much might your rooms be per night?
1 gold, sir.
Holy shit. And what accommodations do you have with your rooms?
We offer private bathing quarters,
Okay.
full meals, private rooms, of course.
I'll take
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
I'll take
sounds
one.
good.
A hand
Yeah.
or a gold piece.
Sure.
Okay.
I think we'll
Takes
all
the
3
gold
take a
from
room.
You guys, and
Alright. You said 1 gold?
1
Oh,
gold.
no,
Yeah.
gold.
Okay, so you guys exit the like airlock situation thing into a door. Well, it's gonna be over here. It can be wherever you want it to be, but
This is going great.
yeah, perfect. So you guys
whole drawing
exit
the map
the airlock situation that you're standing in now into this amazing dining and lounge area. So right behind this small room that you just exited out of is a bar, and there's a human man standing behind it, washing a glass. There are a couple of people sitting at the bar as well. There's a collection of tables off to the right of the room, down to the right corner. There's a collection of tables. Just above, just like right in that area as well, around the corner from those tables is a door that looks like it leads into an office or something like that. Right next to that office door is a staircase leading up into what would be the hotel rooms. And right next to the
be in the right corner.
Yeah, we walk in and
right in the bar area, like
I don't know anymore.
Right next to the bar, there's a door leading to what looks to be a kitchen of sorts.
Can you start over? Cause
Yeah, can you start over?
This is harder than it looks. Trying to listen to you and also fiddle with all the little things on here to try and draw.
Okay, how about I describe one thing at a time, and you guys
one thing at a
draw
time.
one thing at a time.
Yes, that sounds good.
So, the three of you exit from the airlock situation that you are standing in, before, and you enter into this amazing lounge and dining area. So, right in front of you, just as you're exiting the door, there is a collection of round and rectangular tables.
That's what I said. See, I drew the little.
Okay, you're right.
In that bottom right corner, there's a wall, kind of keeping that to its own space. And around the corner from that area is a door leading into another room. You don't know what's in the room, but it looks like it could be an office.
Where's the door? I know, this is frustrating.
It's too much. Hang on.
So if there's a wall right here.
Okay.
And then another wall right there.
Okay.
And then right about here is a door that leads into another room. And right next to the door is a staircase that goes up.
Okay.
Okay.
And then right in this area right here.
Wait. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge how straight that line is right there? Right here. Good job, origami.
Thanks. So right in this area that I scribbled in, there's a large carpet on the ground, and sitting on the carpet are two like big, comfy-looking chairs, sitting there,
comfy-looking armchairs
against the wall, and like right behind the this area right here, right in this area, there's a bar stretched out behind that wall, and there's a man standing behind the bar that's washing a glass rag, and there are a couple of people sitting at the bar having a drink. There are some people sitting at the tables, and they look like they're having a meal.
The bar is this way?
Oh, I was gonna draw it like that, and then have it connect around.
Well, that's how you guys picture it, and there you go.
I'm asking you, DM. Which, is it facing that way, or is it facing the other way?
Well, it was facing towards the airlock thing, like there's like a little section of of a walkway between this wall right here and the bar. But
Like this. Like that.
not exactly. So, okay. There's a door right here. The bar is right here. And there are people like sitting at the bar. There's a man standing behind there. And all of this, by the way, it's like an open plan. Except for the door that leads into what looks like a kitchen.
Are we gonna do anything down here, or is this all for naught? I mean, do y'all want to get a drink, or?
All for
Or a
naught. I want to
meal.
go to bed. I want to go to bed. I want to go look for this sweet ass sword, and I want to go night night.
Go to bed.
So all this was for nothing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're not gonna eat or drink or anything like that? I think
We got a long journey. I want to get some dinner.
okay. So
You've
you
been
guys,
poisoned, Kwaru.
you guys are gonna get
Just
something
recently.
to eat.
You got food poisoning.
Okay, yeah, let's sit down at one of these round tables.
Okay. So it's
At the back?
five silver
Kwaru's gonna
for a
sit
full,
on the table.
5 silver.
5 silver for a full meal.
Oh,
About
Um and
Wait.
a full meal, by the way, is bread, roast beef, carrots, cooked potato, and some type of pastry.
That sounds
Oof.
baller.
Yeah.
The
I'll pay
lady
five
That
told
sounds
me
silver.
my
so
food was
good.
included.
I'll take it.
The
And
lady told me my food was included. Fuck
there's
off.
a menu that they hand you. It's 8 gold for a fine bottle of wine, and 3 for a single glass. It's 2 silver for a glass of cheap wine, and 3 copper for just a regular drink.
Are we going?
Mm,
Trying
feel
to
like
save my
drink
gold in
is-
case I can buy a slave or something, guys. God
What?
damn it.
I'm sorry, what?
trying to save the gold. I'll just
I'm
purchase
just.
the food and a regular drink.
Okay, so
Yes,
that's
me too.
so that's
Same
5
here.
silver and 3 copper
Yes.
that you mark off. Okay, so
I
they
will-
come out.
I will
There's
Take
an
the
older
bottle of wine. Thank you for the
a
table.
bottle of wine,
Are you
Yeah.
eating anything?
like a
I'm gonna get food and a bottle of wine for the table. The
like
fancy wine.
fine wine.
Super fine.
Oh,
Okay,
fine
that's
wine for
it.
the table?
That's 8 gold.
Then I take back, I don't want my drink. I'm just gonna drink his.
Okay, so that's so you two mark off 5 silver, and he marks off 8 gold and 5 silver for the meal. So you place your order. You wait a little bit. An older human woman comes out of the kitchen with with trays of food and a bottle of wine in her hand, and she sets it down. And each of you do have a meal of roast beef, bread, carrots, potato, and a sweet roll or pastry.
That sounds so
Um,
good.
And then
Yeah,
there's
making me
It
this
really does.
this bottle of wine that she sets in the center of the table with glasses.
Thanks
And
for the
there
wine,
you-
Kwaru.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks.
So we didn't pay for the normal drink. We didn't pay the 3 copper for
No.
me and
No.
Narnar.
Nope. Yeah, I got you
Well,
guys wine.
Were you gonna get the regular drink as well as the wine? Because that's why Narnar didn't pay for the regular drink, because he was
Yeah.
just gonna drink the wine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink the wine too then.
Okay, so there you go. Have at it.
Sweet.
You guys are welcome.
Thanks.
I expect payment at some point for all this fine dining. I keep accommodating you all too.
What sort of payment
Fine-
are we talking about?
Fine dining, as he's sitting on top of the table.
Yeah, just sitting
Well.
cross-legged in the middle of the table.
Yeah, they're the people that are in there just kind of giving you dirty looks as you're sitting in the middle of the table.
I moved. Calm down.
See, when you draw the map, where you put your little character matters. It matters a lot more.
Yeah.
Before
Okay.
you could say,
Oh.
I just sat down at the table, and the DM's like, okay. But then you drag your character on top of the table, and suddenly you're sitting on top of the table.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so you guys are eating.
Eating. Drinking.
We're
Chowing
Okay,
down.
so
just slowly but surely stuffing our face.
Yep.
okay, so all of you take your allotted time to eat.
This wine's
And
good.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
damn tasty.
it's very good. It's some of the finest wine that you've ever had, actually. So after you guys finish your feast downstairs, you do have keys to the upstairs area to a room, if you wish. I mean, obviously, but if you guys want to go upstairs, you can and go to your rooms.
All right. After we're
Okay.
done, we've already
Hey.
paid, so
Yeah,
I have a
you
question.
already-
For the DM, this is slightly metagaming. Did we get an experience for completing our quest for Mr. Needle?
that's the thing we forgot to
Oh,
mention.
that's right. We're doing milestone experience and leveling. So whenever I deem it time, you will level up.
Okay.
But I don't know when we're going to be
Oh.
doing that. So
So
I
when
haven't
I
decided
say it's
So,
correct is when
Hold
you'll
on.
get it, but
yes,
it's not.
Did you say that there's no fighting today?
no fighting.
No fighting. Okay.
No fighting.
Unfortunately, I
Take you
kind
to
of
the
want
back
to kill
alley?
someone with a dagger.
Oh my
Beat
gosh.
your
Just
ass.
calm
We
down.
had so
I'm
much
gonna,
fun
I'm gonna
last
take
time.
out one of these barkeepers.
God
So-
damn!
See, this is what you do when you don't let Narnar kill something. Daily.
Just
I
hold
have to
your,
have a
what
daily
happens.
killing.
hold your
This is what
horses.
happens.
Jeez.
This is what
Calm
happens.
down, Narnar.
Okay,
Fucking
so
Christ, man.
so the
And then
three of
suddenly a
you.
goblin attacks.
No.
A horde of goblins attack the diner.
Look, I'm
That
not
didn't
godly
happen.
anymore. I can't take down everything.
You said you had something planned for later, so
I do, but that's not it. So the three of you are gonna go back to your rooms, right?
yes.
Like up to your
Yes.
rooms.
And I'm not
Okay.
gonna bother drawing it.
Okay,
I
no,
am.
that's fine.
Look,
So you guys make your way upstairs.
Oh, we're drawing it.
no,
Each
I'm not
finding-
You can
drawing
draw
it.
it. I'm gonna close
Enjoy
my
drawing
eyes
it.
and use my imagination.
You want me to bring up a different map for that?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This one's kind of full. Okay.
Oh my god.
Lit.
So, when she said that there was a private bath, did she mean a private bath attached to each room?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's
Mm-hmm.
very nice.
How many rooms are there
Guys?
up here?
I'm gonna go soak my
She said
dragon
that there were
toes.
4 rooms open. She gave each of you 1 key.
She said what? How many was open?
There were 4 rooms open, but she gave each of you 1 key, obviously, because you each paid for 1 room.
I was gonna say I can't move my character. You guys are so small. Why are you so tiny?
The stairs are gonna come up like right here. Actually, it's
Says
gonna
the-
be
Says the player.
Okay.
okay.
So you guys enter into this the second floor of this large
Great.
opulent hotel. There's carpet lining the floor. It's very gorgeous. So each room has a queen size bed in it, with and attached to the room, each room has
What are you
a
doing?
small
Only 4 are available.
bathroom.
Going for the middle one, because
a
fuck you
small
guys.
bathroom.
A small bathroom in each one. There are cabinets and there's a chest at the foot of each bed where you can put your stuff. There are fine linens as well.
What is that? I need a bed. Yeah. Bed. There. And then the chest.
Okay, so I'm going in this room.
And
Okay.
then
At the farthest end of the hall.
the bed thing.
I'm gonna get in the tub and
Gonna
soak
say
for a
it
little
all
bit.
connects.
I
I don't know what happened to this room. It just kind of broke, but don't worry about it.
When is
This room
something really
is
exciting gonna happen?
suddenly taken.
You'll see.
I
We're
don't know.
gonna get in trouble with the law, or
Just calm down.
I'm gonna take
Okay,
a bath
so
now.
that's what you're doing before
Yeah.
you go
Take a bath.
to sleep.
I'm good. Oh no, wait. We've been journeying for.
Yeah, we're all sweaty and stinky from those.
Yeah,
from
we've
the
been out
horse
on the
shit.
road.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone,
gonna
yeah, I'm gonna
wash
take a
my
bath as well.
clothes in the
Mhm.
bathtub.
I don't want to
Okay.
smell like poo. I'm with
So make sure you're gonna take a
Narnar.
bath.
I wish
Do
All
they
right,
have a
so-
laundry area?
A
Reapply my
laundry
face
area?
paint.
A washing area for
Oh
clothes?
yeah, each there is a. Actually, no, they don't. Unfortunately,
I paid 5 gold for this monstrosity.
5 gold. You paid 1 gold.
1 gold
calm down.
for this monstrosity.
Is there a chance of maybe going to see some tailors, or possibly finding a new armor place? Buying some
There's a
armor.
tailor shop in here. There is a tailor
Hello.
shop
There
here.
is
She
a
said
tailor
it.
shop, but it is kind of late.
Dang
Alright,
it.
fuck it.
Yeah.
So you figure that maybe it's not open right
They're
now.
probably closed. They're closed. Fuck it. I
Okay, so
I realize that they're closed, and then I get in bed because I. hate
Okay,
lying.
so each of you
Oh, and I
get
pray.
into your
I pray
respective
before I go
bed.
to bed.
Okay, so each of you get into your respective beds, and strangely enough, it's easier to fall asleep than it's been in ages for any of you, and
Dude,
you're having a hard time doing anything other than just conking out on your bed, and
Does this seem weird? Or
seem
unnatural?
odd.
Does it seem
you don't know you're
related?
you don't know you're asleep.
Excuse me.
No, you're
You don't know
asleep.
you're asleep.
You have no
The
idea.
DM just no. You can't check to see if this is magical or anything. You're asleep.
Yeah,
how cold?
you guys have passed out on your beds. And
You.
the night passes with relative peace as far as you know, and
These
sleep
rich ass beds, guys.
escapes you a few hours later, and you look around, and oddly enough, you're not in your beds
God damn it.
from last night.
Oh no.
You look around, and unread book, you're in a jail cell.
Oh
Whoa.
shit.
What?
And Koaro, you're in a jail cell, and Narnar, you're in a cell. And it's dark. You can see because you have dark vision, but it's
We're
pitch
all in a jail
dark.
cell?
Yeah, all of you.
Are we in a
right
different
next,
jail cell?
Right next to
Oh,
one
by
another.
the way, you cannot
So-
see color. You cannot see color with the dark vision.
Yeah,
Because it's pitch
so-
black in here, you can only see black and white.
Yeah, it's pitch black. You can hardly see anything, but all three of you, you're in a cell right next to one another. And that's what we're getting in today's session.
Oh
No.
shit!
No.
Shit.
Yes.
Shit.
No.
Yes.
Shit.
No.
Alyssa.
What the fuck?
Yes.
That was it. That was the big thing.
You'll
Shit.
see.
We have
Gosh.
to wait. We have to wait a week, woman.
Yeah, I know.
A week.
Why do
We spent this entire session just like, oh, let's go buy stuff. Oh, let's
Yeah,
go
that's
on
how
this
it
wagon
works.
Yeah, and then I leave you on a cliffhanger because that's television. You are just gonna have to live with it for a
We
week.
didn't do anything
I
this
know.
session. This was so boring.
Wait,
I
guys,
know.
I found
We are not
I want-
continuing
hey.
though.
origami. There's something that I really want to buy or find, and I'm gonna send you a picture of the group chat right now.
I didn't
Okay.
get to meet the pretty
I know.
magic
Give
person
me this.
who ran the magic store.
What do you?
This
what do
better
you
be my reward.
I'm gonna reward my foot up your ass. I barely have a glowy sword, and they hate on it all the time. Constantly hate on
Yeah,
my
do we
glowy
have
sword.
any of our weapons?
We're not playing. So you
You're
don't.
evil.
I know.
You're
hate
evil.
you right now. We did
You're
nothing
welcome.
that entire session. We did absolutely nothing.
I got
We
a
did
bag of
jack
beans.
shit.
Bag of beans. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, I want to use it. Please let me find that somewhere.
Maybe.
All right.
DM. We did jack shit this entire
It's because
session.
she's Canadian.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm sorry.
Did you want us to fuck everything up and completely screw over your plans? Because I tried to. I was going to.
Anarchy.
God.
It's already happened. We're done playing for today.
Why couldn't something fun happen? I mean,
Hey,
just a
guys.
little battle where we get, like, attacked by bandits on the road.
Guys.
Just a little something.
I know what we can do. Let's play human fall flat.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Origami?
Yes. You got sucked into this one.
No,
And
I
that's
didn't.
where I'm
I
stopping
didn't
my
say
stream.
yes.
Origami.
I can leave the
Origami.
call. I don't have
We
to
did
do
nothing
anything.
this session. We did nothing.